What's up, everybody? We're live again. Charles is frozen.
What's going on? Yeah, Charles is gone.
Oh, now Charles
He's
is
out of
gone.
here.
He'll be
He's
back
gone.
in a minute. We got to make sure we get good video quality for everybody with Serpent's head?
Yep.
Yeah, can't have that freezing up.
So let's see who's all here. We got Chad and Eric and us, and Russ is in the house, and Joe's in the house, Gage is in the house, Aaron's in the house. So yeah, cool guys.
That's pretty funny.
Welcome
comment,
back again.
Eric. Let me put my pants on. Notice you only see this much.
Sorry, Nathan, I'm just finishing up my dinner here.
Hey, Bloomberg's here. What's up?
What's up, Rob?
I should answer that, but I'm not going to because I know you meant him.
Yeah, I already
That's
said
why
hi
I
to
call
you.
him Other Rob.
I said hi to you off screen or offline.
Oh, and I see C.D. Harris is out there too. What's up? New name.
Oh, hey, C.D. Harris. Cool.
Oh, and Eric, you were also, your other comment was cracking me up. Where is everybody? They're never late. Couldn't stop laughing after that one.
And you know, if you slap the official start time at 9:15, it would be 9:30.
Yep. Absolutely. It's always got that multiplier effect.
Like on my live streams, when I start, I'm sitting there 10 minutes before I just stared at the clock. Come on. Come on. 5 minutes before I put the starting soon screen up, and right when the clock on the computer switches over to the hour, I'm live.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like this live stream.
Might be one minor little variance in that.
I don't think I've ever been on time with my live streams, ever. Like, what am I on now? Like 7 months or something?
I don't even think the very first one we were on time.
I don't think so.
No, we weren't. No, you weren't because you were having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Be back.
Back.
Mr. Charles.
I just want to let you know I hate computers. I mean, I absolutely hate computers.
I love them.
No, I don't.
Without computers, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now.
I know that. I know the truth and stuff about how we can't live without them, but still.
Computers can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It just depends on what hour of the day it is.
I still remember the 80s, so I don't buy that we can't live without them argument.
Yeah.
It's kind of like cell phone. I love my cell phone. I say I can't live without it, but at the same time, I can set that thing down and walk away from it for hours. That doesn't bother me at all. It probably bothers the people that message me because I'm not getting back with them for a while, but...
Yeah, an hour later, 2 hours later. Oh, there's Red.
Well, the funny thing, I was texting with you the other night, Dave, and like right in the middle of it, there was like just a spot where neither of us text for like 5 minutes or something. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go make a video. I came back like 40 minutes later or 50 minutes later, and I missed your text message by like 3 minutes. I was like, dang, that's pretty good timing. Which, by the way, Charles, did you like today's video? That's an all-time record for me. My video from today was so long that my editing software wouldn't even allow me to edit the very end of it.
Yes,
it
was long.
It
was
cut
almost
out at 42 minutes. It was like, what's that?
I was waiting for you to start singing "Kumbaya" to your plants.
Get a little bit
Yeah.
of fire going.
And then
That
like,
was-
I was gonna leave the same comment you left me, but I left a little different comment. It's kind of the same tone. I was like, with the king bump thing.
I said it.
That's like the most common response I got from in the comments from today's video.
Yeah.
I was nice on yours yesterday. Today, I was like, nope, got to do it. King bump.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, I've been telling you, that's the whole reason I started those peppers.
So,
Just so I could put it as the title, and you're gonna see it all summer long, man. It's gonna be every 3 weeks. It's gonna be another Kang Star white tie video.
I've got like I said, I've got a bunch of them. So I've got like 26 plants of King's crosses. So
You're set up, man.
I've got a bunch of. I mean, we can go day by day. We can start doing the 30-30 on King's plants or something. But yeah, you know how well this kind of ties into Rob's one of those subjects we were talking about earlier. I guess a couple months ago. So they're doing where I work, they're doing for charity. You dress in red on Friday. So, it's for I don't know, because I work at Walgreens. So they do the Red Nose Day thing. So they do for everything fundraising for children in poverty. So Friday they have these like flare days. So I've been just wearing a red shirt, my tie, red tie, all this stuff, and regular pants and a tie. So like, you need to do something and spruce it up to look like you're more, I don't know, flared out or whatever. So I needed something red. So what I chose is a chili pepper hat.
Nice.
Now you really are a chili head.
So yeah, I'm not going full blown Rob Todd, Pepper Pod Todd, but I'll go with the chili head hat. So there we go. So I figured that's what I'm going to do today. Dave's gonna try. Is it good on the camera or not? So
That's sexy.
and, I think it'd go awesome. I'm a chili head. So there you go. So, I don't know, it's like a chef, like a evil demon stuff. What's going on here? A10. Anyway,
Chili head Charles.
so Dave's trying some gum out tonight. Trying some of this serpent head, which looks like a Naga variety. I repeat some. We'll see how far we go. See how hot it is, and we'll just go from there.
That's pretty wrinkly and bumpy looking.
It's a red hot chili pepper. So I'm giving it away. Give it away.
Super hot.
Give it away.
Oh, look, Chad gave you a nickname in the chat, Chili Head Charles.
There you go. I'm not afraid. I'm like I said, if I had the full costume, I looked for XXX extra fat, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough for that costume. I was thinking about wearing that costume in red. Like I said, I don't give a crap. I'll wear this crap. If somebody did that challenge like Rob was talking about, send me a costume, I'd wear that shit. I don't care.
Same here. If it'll make one person laugh, I'm down.
That's what we're here for, make people laugh. So yeah, chili head Charles.
Too bad BD isn't in the audience yet.
Oh, Lord.
You're gonna wear that on track day, red totes, and chili costume.
Yep, that was the first store, Matt, that I've ever worked at. That location, that was a store I got trained at 14 years ago. So,
Oh, my Lord.
see, Ron, you had the opportunity to have this costume and wear it. Something in a variation of it. This is just a headpiece, but you know, it's not that bad. I think this is a good vape system for you today. Here you go. Look.
Uh,
Oh,
We all need chili head hats.
Would you
I
like?
know.
Would you like to try some powder?
I'm so picturing you in a grocery store right now.
Oh yeah,
We got sauce and we have powder.
yeah.
2 Mondays ago, I would be dying right now with you with that hat on.
You may be dying right now. It's you're laughing.
I'm-
Pretty good.
I'm just kidding.
See, the table was turned 2 Mondays ago. We were laughing our ass off at you.
Yeah, well.
hey, Eber.
Uh,
I'm not sure if I said hey to Derek, so hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek, hey, Matt, hey, Uber, Joe.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that soon, Gage. We're gonna do that soon. We're gonna see how that is. We're gonna do it early because I don't know how I'm gonna act afterwards. For the portion I'm trying, and Aaron, no, I'm not trying it with hot sauce.
Mm-mm.
This is gonna be plenty hot. I guarantee you.
Hey,
So
Gage says, pop that serpent's head in and see if your face looks as red as your hat.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go cut it up real quick. Well, I'm gonna go bring a plate and a knife so I can save some seeds. So it may be something interesting. I'll put Gage's serpent head question mark. We don't know what the hell it is exactly, but I think it's a Naga variety. So yeah, and he sent me a couple sauces and some awesome hard candy. So Gage, like I was telling you earlier, the candy's awesome. So you did a great job for your first try of making hard candy. So very,
Eric,
very good.
Eric is killing it in the comments, man. He just told Russ you should change your profile picture to the other eye.
I seen that. You know how bad that would freak people out? Change it weekly.
Yeah, back and forth. Get a contact, put like a blue one in, then a green one.
Freaky's in the house. Hey, Freaky. Yeah, Charles has been wearing the hat for a little while, and yep, Charles, what was it? Charles Pepperhead, or what was it? Pepperhead Charles?
Yeah. Pepperhead Charles.
Chili head Charles.
Chili head Charles.
Chilihead Charles. Ah.
So, Rob, I heard you got tore up pretty bad last week.
Oh, I can't believe you missed that. That was so awesome. Oh, yeah, Blumberg said Friday was epic. That all last week was epic. Monday was epic. Friday was epic.
Well, was it Wednesday? No, that was Monday when you guys did the Death Nuts, huh?
Yep.
I watched some of that.
Which Death Nuts actually replied to the video a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if that's actually Death Nuts or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it was.
Like I told you, I think it is. I think it is because they said they would. Anybody that does public posts, especially videos, they would be commenting on them.
The only thing that makes me think that it was them is they said something along the lines of, if you think that was great, wait until Death Nuts 2.1, like version 2.1 comes out or whatever.
Yeah. They need to get them restocked. I'd like to get some.
Yeah, they just came out too.
Freaky says, Jared, proof if you eat the seeds, or if you eat seeds, the product grows out one's head.
No, that is untrue. It grows in your stomach.
Look at the placenta on that thing.
I know.
Oh.
This ain't making me feel any better.
Charles, put it back up and say something this time so we're not looking at that icon on the bottom.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here, Chilihead Charles is looking at this placenta, and it's reminding him of a 7-pot that he tried once before and had some not so good results. And whose idea was this? Gage?
Mm-hmm.
What have I ever done?
Hey, Jared.
Glad it's you and not me, buddy.
Well, like I said, this is gonna be first of many. So I mean, I'm trying, a bunch of different ones. Hopefully, when I harp. So
Yeah, Gage says it doesn't look hot at all.
yeah, I remember the video you sent me. That was a little bitty piece you tried. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, not hot at all either when you tried. Oh yeah, it's not that hot.
Other Rob says it looks like a sweet pepper.
Yep, it looks just. I mean, yeah, from hell.
Yeah, it looks like a bell cross.
Yeah. All right, we'll start with this sliver.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, Rev, put him in presentation mode.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be making enough noise over there.
Mm-hmm.
CD says, eat the whole pepper. Other Rob says, I tried it. Not hot at all.
Yeah, I heard.
Then again, other Rob, he licks or has bowls of lava for breakfast. I tried. Rip says, it's a dud.
Not
I
done.
don't think so.
Nope, the hiccups have started already. Is that like scorpion or serpent's head? That was the name of it, right?
Hot.
Gage wants you to describe what you're feeling.
Pain. Look at his eyes. Pain.
And yes, Eber, if you go to the Death Nut live stream, you can see the comments that Death Nut's left on it. Aaron says, I heard hot sauce helps wash it down.
Actually, if you got something really hot and you take a mild hot sauce and swirl it around and eat it, it gets rid of the pain a lot faster. They do it in the shop all the time.
And when are you going to try this?
Yeah, I wish we would have
Every
remembered
one of
that.
those sauces that comes in the little packets has tomato paste in them. I can't eat them.
I wish we'd remembered that last Monday when you were doing the Death Nuts.
Yeah.
What's up, JT? Hey, JT, you got any liquor? You want to hop on here?
Hey, JP. Matt says, I've heard sucking a lemon after hot pepper helps combine the heat or combat the heat since it's acid and base thing. Or you could be JT and have schnapps afterwards.
True.
Charles, you look like you're still hurting.
Hot.
Your eyes look concerned.
All I've heard from Charles is coughing, hiccups, and hot. Hot.
Okay.
Gauge your thoughts on that.
Starts out Swedish, sweet, has a floral note to it, kind of like your normal ghost. Sometimes your 7 pots. Then it just, whoo, fire. Ignition. It went from the mid part of your tongue to the front of your tongue to your back. Straight back here. And when you're trying to, if you hiccup like me a lot, you try to catch your breath, but the fire keeps going in the back of your throat and pounds you. So my sinuses were going. I was tearing up. I having a endorphin rush. kind of doing a little bit of trembling my hands, but my ears are kind of going. It's hot. So it's definitely Naga flavor, Gage. It's that same as when I did my Dorsets. But it's some variety of Naga or Naga cross. Because the Naga's up there. Naga's up to 1 million. So, yeah, it's hot. Did I mention it's hot?
No, is it hot?
Just in passing, you did. That's all.
Okay,
I missed.
just so as you know, it's hot.
Okay.
It's a red hot chili pepper. So that's what this is. Good job, Gage, on growing that. I don't know what it is, but I think it's a Naga cross, Naga variety. Like I said, the only Naga I've had was a Dorset Naga, which is smaller. But the Dorset Naga lit you up just like this. It's like sweet kind of one, and then fire.
He said he has another gnarly one coming on the plant now.
Yep. So someone else should be sending that. I think she sent that to Rob Z.
I know. No.
He's going to wash it with some non-tomato paste salt sauce.
No. I would thank you very much for the offer, Gage, but I will take in. No. No, thank you, but thank you, but no.
And
If I let Charles up like that, I'd be on the floor.
And Jared asked, what did I miss on Friday? He was at a party and couldn't get on here. Well, we kind of were having a party on here too. And I don't remember what you missed on Friday because me, JT, Shocks, none of us remember most of the live stream. We were here, but
we were live.
Yeah, we weren't really here.
Yeah, we all had this liquid stuff that we were consuming.
I blame it all on Shock.
Yeah, it's all Shock's fault.
I don't see her in the chat, so it's all her fault.
Yeah, so far, Gage, my stomach's fine. I had ribs and potato before. So I had a baked potato and some country ribs. So I had some meat and stuff in my tummy, my belly.
Eber, you did not miss the Reaper gum. Charles was the first to go with the events of this evening. Yes.
And that's it for Charles.
Hey.
Charles, do we get to do some coaxing like you guys like to coax me?
I don't give a coax away. I don't give a shit. That doesn't bother me one damn bit. Go ahead. Look, I'm wearing a freaking pepper on my head.
And it's very becoming.
Say what you want. I don't care.
Oh, God.
I did pretty well since that whole. I mean, look at this freaking thing. I mean, are you looking at this shit? Look at the damn placenta on this pod.
Yeah, look at how shiny it is.
And then it's thick. It's thick walled. It ain't thin. Look at that placenta.
Yeah.
That shit's hot. So I think I did good. I'm calling that's a good attempt for what I did.
Hmm.
I'm not like other viewers or other YouTubers who can just go and down this crap. I can't do it. I probably could, but I'm not doing it. I've tasted it. I saw how it tasted. That's fine with me. I'll have pieces for the rest of the week that I add to other foods.
And Jared,
BD is in the chat now.
First off, before I say hello to everyone, I want to say that is an awesome chili hat there, Charles. So yeah, BD, if you could catch a frame of him with the pepper on and then put him on the pepper suit, that could be even more interesting.
And guess what, BD? I don't give a shit. You can do whatever you want. Paint my face red. I don't care. Chili Charles. I don't care.
And Jared,
like I said, I was this close to ordering the damn thing, but it's like $43.99 for extra fat. So as fat kids, we get then it's no guarantee, but I think it will, because to me, if I looked at that costume correctly, it's like a big ass piece of felt that they cut a top on and then cut the shape and then kind of got Velcro straps or something, and then you like to wear whatever. You could probably make it. So any of y'all want to wear, any of y'all want to make me a big ass pepper costume that's red, yellow, green, I don't care what color, chocolate, red, yellow, orange, whatever it is, you can make it and I'll wear it.
Batman's in the house. Hey, Batman.
So for me, don't care.
Yeah, and Jared, if the proper term is crossfaded, I'm pretty sure me, Shocks, and JT were crossfaded on Friday.
And I was getting there.
Yes, Gage, that thing lit me up. That was a hot ass pod. So we're calling that a HAP. A hot ass pod for an acronym. It's a HAP.
I'm Matt saying you could probably make your own, Charles. Go to Joanne Fabrics and get some red felt material.
Yeah, that also is the same way I could have made felt smart fabric pots. Ain't gonna happen. Don't have the time. I'm still got to get plants out. I don't have enough time in the day. I'm running from here to there and trying to do what I can, and nope, I don't have time to make crap. Now I know. When I get the plants out, the other 30, and I get my drip system installed with all the rows and everything else, then maybe so. Because then it's kind of coasting for a month or two. Then, if any of you are in the area and y'all want to harvest from my backyard, I'll be gladly, you can gladly come over and pick with me. So, that'd be a great experience on the weekend. Picking pods at Chili Head Charles's.
RJ just got here and he says, "What the heck did I just walk into?"
Never know.
RJ, you'd have to go back and watch it from the beginning again.
Yeah, you never know with this live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I haven't even been drinking. I've been working in the yard all day. I've been mowing the grass. I've put some more fabric down, done some more stuff with the plants. I've been took my dog and the other dog to the vet. It's trying to break me, these damn two dogs. I spent like $900 in the past month and a half on them. So it's about breaking me. It's taken out of my pepper fund.
oh,
He
and
says, if you don't know what you walked into, don't sniff it. Sorry, Rev, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna tell Jared, if you do go back and watch it, I don't know if it's still messed up, but it was messed up, and the replay started like an hour 50 into the live stream. I don't know why.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It went on for like 2.5 hours afterwards. So there was many things on that live stream. I was up, I was down, I was questioning things. We saw sides of people we didn't maybe weren't fully aware of, but we know them better now. JT, Shocks, Rev, Rob, even Dave. Dave is on different live streams. I know a hell of a lot about you now than I did a few weeks ago before all this stuff started happening on the live streams.
I told you computers were awesome.
And you know what? I want to thank Batman and Aaron for doing such a hell of a job on their show, and also doing the shots and drinking on their show, which kind of trickled down to our show and other people's show, and sending Dave the tequila. That was worth it for me.
Dropping off.
Oh yeah, just
Dropping off.
sorry, dropping off. I get these words confused. I just ate a million oval part of pod or whatever, the hot ass pod. So dropping off that today, because that was just hilarious. I mean, that was just freaking epic right there when Dave started drinking half a bottle on our show and finished the other half on yours. So that was freaking classic.
So Eric asked a good question. I have 4 people in my living room watching, and they are full of questions. Most popular is, so it's a show about people who like peppers? That could be answered in so many different ways. That's something we all have in common is hot peppers.
Yep. Oh,
But the show isn't about hot peppers. It's all over the place. Oh, you got one of those
TLC.
too?
you'll see. Oh yeah, I've had this. I was like, I had it for months.
I was thinking about getting one of those myself.
Yeah, I had it for over a year because I took it to the hot sauce festival that we had here because I was representing that if people wanted to ask about the peppers and stuff. When I was at the Texas hot sauce festival.
JT, go back and watch last Friday's stream. You might be surprised.
Yeah, JT's probably still going, what the hell happened? Well, we know what you want for Fuzzy. You want him to be an underwear model.
Yeah.
That
I was actually there for that.
I was like, holy crap! What the hell? Docs and JT are trying to turn freaking Fuzzy into damn Mark Wahlberg. He's going to be the next Calvin Klein underwear person.
I forgot all about that part.
No, that was a part I was like, oh crap! I don't know if I want to start looking at kids' abs and underwear model and all this other crap. This is kind of weird for me in a way. So, you know, I think I got another beer and I said, hell with it. Just keep drinking. Start cheering. Cheers. Cheers. That's the only thing I could do. I was like, damn, go get another beer. Cheers. Cheers. There you go. And then see where it goes from there.
I knew we were in for a lot of fun when it was like, hey, let's do a shot. And it wasn't even like a minute and a half later. And they're like, let's do another shot. I'm like, oh, this is the way the night's going, huh?
Yep.
Well, when I logged on and I seen JT and Shocks on there and Derek, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Oh, yeah, Rev. I think the best thing to live stream is to use one of my little thumb. This is a thumbnail with me with a chili head. We had Charles.
I hope it pops up as an option. I usually just pick one of the options that they give me.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that everything, my stomach's cool for now. Now, this is by no means that I'm going to go and slice another piece of this pepper and eat it. But it's actually the heat finally went away after it made me tear up a little and really got me going.
I think maybe we have to stop blaming Shocks because now she's in the chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Did she see what she did on Friday? No, because she was out on the kitchen floor. Or wherever it was. Oh, I think I know where JT. Hey, where's Shocks? I think she's over there. Oh, we heard all kinds of whispering and stuff.
My question is, JT and Shocks, how are you guys feeling the next day?
Oh, I'm sure JT's video from the next day says it all, man.
I think the best part of it was that, you know, they were on a roll, if I remember this correctly, and they were talking about, oh yeah, hell, man, we had no problem when I was a bouncer, Shocks was a bartender, this, that, and the other, and then all of a sudden you just started seeing it go south. Like, he said that. Oh, we know how to handle that. We're out to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We could go and take out all of our neighbors to back to the house and whatever else, and out to this, that, and the other. And then it's just like, I think that was on our live stream, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't that gone. I'm trying to see if I remember correctly.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I tried to. I'm pretty sure I matched JT and Shocks every shot for shot, but
oh, there's a lot of viewers. There's a lot of people in the chat that are doing that. We got a lot of people messed up on Friday. So you know, if you're in the chat, people were going, shot for shot.
And the funny thing was, I was up late drinking with Batman the night before.
Yeah, you were on a marathon. You were celebrating 420. 420.
It was quite the bender, man.
And you were up really, really late with Batman night, from what he was telling me.
Huh?
Oh, man.
It was almost 4 o'clock in the morning when you guys got off.
Shaq says, oh, I was hurting. He took good care of me. And JT says, I was up till the end. I swear. Go back and watch it again.
And I think we went an extra hour long on that one, too.
Oh, yeah, we went. It was a marathon. That was the 419 going to no, it was the 420 marathon because next day JT did the national surprise drug test video. So yeah, it was on 420.
Dave was easy.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Shows like that have to be reserved for like Friday night.
It just can't happen this Friday. Well, it can actually, Rev. I may be able to make like the latter part of the show. So we'll see. We'll see how things go because I got to go to. I got to go drink. It's essentially what I got to go do because my friend's getting his plate at Flying Saucer. So it's a couple free drinks and some food, and get to see his plate that he's unveiling at the Draft Emporium. So that's after you drink 200. So he's did 200. He has a kid now, so he doesn't know when he'll ever get the chance to keep going up there and at 3 at a time get his 200 another 200. So I'm gonna go and do that for a while. So I may be on a little bit later. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. You can handle it for an hour or so, and then see where I'm at.
As long as you bring the hat.
I have to stay in here. I gotta wear it Friday to work.
RJ, no, the situation with the noodles has not been sorted as of about 2 hours ago. The last time I checked.
Them bastards on eBay. I just want to let you know that's a crock. Advertise. That's just like AliExpress. See what you get on eBay sometimes. You know, you get the eBay Reaper, which turns out to be a long pod. Rob thought he was getting a 5-pack, and he got one.
I got one. The listing said a 5-pack of these, and I opened the box up, and it was one.
Have they returned your calls or messages?
Nope. I sent a second one today, and as of a couple hours ago, the last time I checked, I have not heard back from them. I can check really quick here.
No, Jared, it's for a fundraiser, so we're supposed to wear red. I normally wear red, but they said I need to step up my flair. And since I ran out of pins, you know, I have to have so many pins. No, I'm joking. They said I need to step up my flair game.
Look, if you want me to wear 24 buttons, just make that the rule.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I figured if they want me to wear something red, I wear a red hot chili pepper on the top of my head. So that'll show them. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see how that does at work.
Would love to see their responses when you walk in.
They know I'm crazy. I'm crazy already. You don't even need the chili head. They know I'm crazy. I'm always goofy. I have a good time, but you gotta be serious too, managing people. But I do like to have it so where it's enjoyable for people and not like, you know, just so. So then they all know. Like I said, I mean, I have a lot of test subjects at work. They try a lot of my stuff. So most people who don't like hot things know not to try it from Charles. But there's others who do. But
The people I work with, they learned that a couple years ago. They were like, "Oh yeah, just if he asked you if you want to try a pepper, just say no."
Yeah.
He'll tell you it's not hot, but it is.
yeah.
We all get that reputation.
My favorite was that the sweet apple that I got from you, Dave. I planted that thing, and apparently it was not a sweet apple because I took that to work, and me and my buddy Jake tried it, and he was like, "What the heck? This thing's hot as hell." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know I don't see why it's sweet at all." And I talked to you, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a sweet apple."
Yeah, that's definitely not a sweet apple.
Oh man, he thought I was screwing with him. I'm like, "Don't worry about this one. It's not a hot one. You know, it's just it's called sweet apple. Can't only be so hot, right?" We both tried it, and I'm like, "Is your mouth starting to go a little numb?"
Jared, yes, I did, and I'm trying to give the seller a chance to make it up before I report it and request a refund on it. Dave, is it La Quista or La Cuesta?
La Cuesta.
Cuesta is correct. Okay, 'cause I've been pronouncing it the other way all this time. So that
Well,
was right.
that's
La
how I was.
Cuesta.
That's how I said it for years until his freaking uncle, decided to let me know I was wrong.
Okay,
I like,
because
I like how Rich never told you.
Not once.
That's the best.
Not once. In 5 years or however long, he never said a word.
Jared says, Rev, I did the try this pepper. It's sweet trick to my kids and wife all the time. Okay, so if you ever come across Jared and he says, try this pepper, it's sweet. Run the other way.
Pretty much if you come across any of us in the chat, on the panel, anything like that, and we say try this pepper, just say no. That's your best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Same at work when we get no employees and can't read it. And they're like, this is Eber Bear. Don't eat anything he brings in or offers. Trust me. Oh. At least when I go in, you can even ask RJ. I give people an idea of how hot it's going to be. And most people don't try a lot of stuff that I bring in.
Yeah, I tell them too. But I have certain vendors who want to buy my sauce, so I've sold a bunch of it to vendors. Because I mean, I have a whole in the company refrigerator. I have a whole squeeze tube bottle. The big, ketchup bottles or whatever the hell they're called of hot sauce, so they could just try it. Because I got to keep it there at work. So I always make extra when I make batches. So I have it for my personal use here and at work. Because you never know when they're going to order your favorite thing, Rev, pizza. So there's nothing like some pizza with some hot sauce on it.
That's funny. Scott Tippett, you just got on here and commented, and your text message just came through.
Hey, Scott.
And I want to thank Scott too for he sent me some jams so I can do the part of the fundraiser as well too. So thanks Scott for sending me the jams. So they're doing donation baskets, not donations, but they're doing fundraising baskets at work to see who wants to bid like squares for different items, and mine is the spicy sauce jam baskets. So if you want to bid, they want to bid on that, they can get some of my hot sauce and Scotch jams. So thanks for sending those to me so I can do that for work.
Try this powder. It's chocolate caramel. And I like Batman's comment. If someone calls Rob Bloomberg again, I'm going to roundhouse kick you. This is Bloomberg.
So Bloomberg.
I really try to resist the urge to call him Lumberg.
Oh.
The pain in the ass boss from it wasn't Waiting. Office Space.
Yeah, Office Space.
It was tough.
It was some sort of hot chocolate. It was good, but a little too hot for where I am at for handling heat so far. The chocolate you had, RJ, was the Tiger Seed. Oh, you're welcome, bud. I'm glad I could help.
And I've been rambling on. So hi, who's everyone in the chat? There's so many. Sorry, I've just been rambling on about different things, and I've been crying, tearing up, hiccuping, turning different shades of red. Besides, not just the hat. So yeah, sorry about all that.
Jillian's in the house. Yeah, RJ got to try some of the, I think, was it the Korean Hawaiian with the mango in it? Let him try some the day they showed up.
Chad, I was using some of that today, actually.
I actually also, besides making ribs for supper, I also made hamburgers on the grill too, and I used the Twisted Sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
I go back and forth lately with the Laquesta.
Requesta. I know. I've said it for so long, and everybody.
Laquesta. Laquesta.
That's the funny part is Derek. He was the one that he was like, I thought it was Laquesta, but Dave keeps saying Laquista. So.
Yeah, I've been using Blumberg super hot powder lately. I'm almost out of that stuff. I mean, I've been coating that stuff all over some chicken.
Yep.
Actually, I did it again tonight, and when I got done eating, I actually like got the chills. I've never had that before, where I'm just sitting there like, why is it so cold in here, man?
Yeah, that's just like his chocolates. I mean, his chocolates, the batch that he made freaking lit me up. They're hot. I mean, of course, I ate a couple on that live stream, but they're hot. They're way up there. So, yeah, the level he eats on a regular basis, and it's because he likes to do it too. It's not just because, oh, I want to see if I could get to this level. That's what he enjoys. You know, each his own. To me, I like a little bit lower, and then on occasion, step it up. So, I don't like that, dying sensation on a regular basis. I like to keep that for special occasions, like tonight. The chili head Charles here gave his pepper.
Yeah, Jared wanted to know, is it time for you to eat the rest of that pepper now?
Jared, the answer is no. Nope.
Well, Chad said earlier he looked away from the computer when you did it, so he didn't get to see you actually eat that.
You're gonna try to kill me. I'll eat another piece.
I'm just delaying eating my gum.
I'll eat another piece. That's a little sliver.
That's enough. As in a big enough piece. You know what I meant. Dad, go hunt a bear and get you a hug.
Anybody else hear this pit bull snoring on my lap?
Dad, you better not have looked away this time, damn it. The chili head Charles is gonna come across his TV and kick your ass. Actually, this time I chose a side that had thinner walls and not so much placenta.
And Julian, that was the serpent's head that Charles was eating on.
Yeah, we're going with it's a naga. It's some sort of naga because it has that shape like a naga. Of course, you can't see it now. I'm gonna go get the other pepper that he sent me, but it has a naga characteristics, and that's just what nagas do too. They're like sweet at first, then they kind of start going, and then boom, lights up. It just hits you. So, okay, there's my two pieces, which close to a half. No, it's like a quarter.
It says probably about a quarter, ain't it?
Yeah, I ain't doing a half. None of that shit. I mean, like I said, you talked about it. A lot of other people have talked about it. I don't need to taste any more of this pepper right now. More of this pepper is not going to change anything that I don't already know. I know it's hot. I know the profile, the characteristics of it, where the burn is. Like I said, sweet at first, floral, then goes and hits you. I mean, I know everything about it. So why the hell do I need to torture myself for that? There's no way I could find pleasure in. I just love to do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
JT says my screen glitched. Did I miss it?
Well, I don't know what's happening there in Canada, but it should have no glitches.
Yeah, but Jared looked away, so that's two. And yeah, Freaky apparently didn't see it either because he's agreeing with BD on it, and a nice Nice/evil looking pepper because it's wasting food. Ha.
No, I'm going to use it. I'm just not going to eat it all at once.
Yeah. But if you eat more, we will think you are hardcore. I already think he's hardcore.
Can't
A
do
lot
it.
more hardcore than I am, that is. That's just a given.
We'll get there, Rob.
Well, I see people
Yeah.
totally goofy on shit. You know, I've seen, I mean, a bunch of people. Look at all the people, I'd say 90% or more who did the Pocky one chip challenge. Chip. How they acted on a damn chip. That chip wasn't that bad. Look at mine. Mine is the most boringest video. My biggest thing was that I asked, my parents were over and asked, well, hell, I need someone to do it. I didn't have it set up like I do now. I didn't have anything to fit that big ass Galaxy Note to hold it. So it's like, here, could you please film me doing this chip? I have one chance in it. Please don't talk. Please don't say anything. Just let me go. All what does my mom do the whole time? Charles, is it hot? Charles, are you dying? Charles, I said, oh, that's why you looked at me. If you watched my video, I looked pissed because I'm like, damn it, woman. I asked you to just be quiet so I could do this video because I have one chance at this damn chip to do this challenge. And you're talking to me the whole time. Are you dying? Is it hot? Do you need water? Are you going to be okay? Do I need to? Just be quiet. And I say, look at the video. I pick up for the first few seconds, and then I'm just like pissed. And then it's just like, yeah, it's hot. I'm not going to lie. But, and then, you know, and that's how the whole video is. It's nothing extreme.
Well, the whole time I was on the live stream with Batman, my mom's sitting right here answering Batman as he's talking, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, shut the hell up. Quit answering him. Like, he can't hear you. And if he doesn't want to hear you, you know? So annoying. That's why if you watch it, I just kept going like this a lot. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, and another thing is a suggestion here. I'm just going to tell this. This is, you know, definitely promoting Dave's products. Hell, just next year, unless you're really gung ho and trying to win whatever Pocky's gonna give you for trying to win this video, save your damn money. Go buy some toasted corn chips or whatever it is. Make your own, like I did. Order some Crimson Blaze or whatever concoction Dave has next year that he's going to surprise us with, and put that shit on your corn chip, and then try that. Because if you do Crimson Blaze or above or whatever, that Pocky chip tastes like a Dorito. I'm just going to tell you straight up, it does.
Did you make a video about making the
Crimson Blaze chips that I made, I just posted a picture.
No, Dave. I'm pretty sure you made a video for the first time you made the Crimson Blaze chips, but did you make a video for the revised version where you
No, just the base, just the original base.
should make that again?
My wife might kill me.
And then send them to Rob.
And Gage, the answer is yes. That is way hotter than that Pocky. Okay, what gets you with the Pocky is this. For one, they put the smoked chipotle jalapeno powder on there. So they have all that powder gobbed on. When you inhale that powder in a chip, that's what gets you. That's why you start like at first, because it's that damn powder when you try to eat that whole chip. Like just try to do one bite and you got all that powder going everywhere. It's like, you know, just like when I ate that, what Questa?
The Questa.
Okay, La Cuesta. I mean, I have enough of it, but when Dave was not conning, but telling me to eat a quarter teaspoon of the La Cuesta.
Yeah.
La Cuesta. Same. It's like eating a whole thing of cinnamon. It just gets you. Just like hell, like Rob and Russ. I saw those damn nuts are coated. They look like those damn cocoa-covered almonds that you buy in a bag or something. How much shit was on there? I was like, hell, I would have been reacting the same way too. Of course, we give Rob Z a lot of shit. We really do. But it's all in good fun. I mean, like I said, it's no, nothing harsh or nothing. Enjoy giving shit. So, and like I said, I was proud of you that you went past. I said 2. I said the second window is going to put TKO for Rob. He did 3, so that's great. Like I said, I don't know if I could do it. Tell you the truth. So I mean, and the way Russ acted through the whole thing, and then how both of y'all had not so good days afterwards. I don't know. I don't know if I could have done it. So Ebert, did you try it? You bought 3. One went to Rob Z. One went to, I'm assuming, yourself, and then one went to Blumberg.
Wait, they jacked Russ up the next day too?
Yeah, he was jacked up too.
I wonder what the heck they put on him.
Well, they got a concoction and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me wonder what they cook if it's jacking people up like that. I
See
mean, powders are one thing, but
Well, level 1 had Reaper powder on it.
Well, everything had Reapers in it. Every level has some kind of Reaper form. The 3rd had like the Bootla and some other form, the more Reapers, Maruga Scorpion, and then the other one I think was like Pepper X.
Would you like me to read the package?
Go for it, Rob Z. Go for it.
Let's see here. Sorry. Let me find the card. How come I? Oh, it's right on the package. Okay. Number 1, getting started. Ghost peppers, Carolina Reaper powder. Number 2, warming up. Scorpion Butch Tea peppers, Carolina Reaper powder. Number 3, heat and flavor. This one's got Carolina Reaper peppers, chocolate bootla, plus Carolina Reaper powder. Number 4, King Sets In. Carolina Reaper peppers, 7-pod doula, 7-pod brain strain, Carolina Reaper powder. Number 5, the Death Nut. Pepper X peppers, Carolina Reaper peppers, Maruga Scorpion, and Carolina Reaper powder.
Huh.
You can see I ate the 3 windows as part of my challenge, and 4 and 5 are still there. I haven't found anybody else who wants to try number 4. And nobody is even asking about number 5.
yeah.
No. Well, like I said, I know Russ went through hell. Like I said, I'm going to be curious to see when Blumberg tries it. We'll see. We'll see. Because, I mean, he, there's so many powders and everything else. I want to see how he likes it or how it is for him.
Yeah, like
I just keep thinking it's I just keep thinking it's nuts. It's peanuts. How are they jacking people up the next day?
So if any of y'all have any extra Death Nut challenges, send that to Dave. Grown at
I
home.
want to find out.
He's going to do it on one of the live streams whenever he gets it. So he wants to find out as a powder expert to see how they're jacking people up.
Yeah, I really am. I'm really curious.
You know how you can get the like honey roasted peanuts that have the coating over them?
Yeah.
And you take them, hold it up to another peanut, and the honey roasted one is bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
These ones are even bigger than a regular sized peanut is. And if you look at this, as number 5 is one chunk. That's your peanut number 5.
Wow.
There's 3 peanuts in this one. And you can tell by with the sides of my finger how fat those are.
So you're eating a glob of powder is essentially what you're.
Like Russ said, it's more powder than peanuts.
Right. So that's how they're getting them so hot. It's like taking a good sized spoonful of powder and shoving it in your mouth. And then under the rules, you have to hold it in your mouth when chewing it for 30 seconds before you can swallow it.
Yeah, I know. When I was watching you guys, I'm thinking, well, even Donna was watching with me, and we're like, how are you supposed to chew a peanut for 30 seconds?
Very hard. It's very hard to do.
Just chew and hold it, I guess.
Yeah, what I was doing is I'd get it down to a mush and then just bring my teeth together on it and hold it in place.
Huh.
I don't know if that was good or bad, but the left-hand side of my mouth lit up first. Is it put out by Pucker Butt?
Yeah. Well, Pucker Butt, I think, makes them. I don't think it's actually Pucker Butt that puts them out. They sell them, but.
Manufactured by Blazing Foods, Charlotte, North Carolina. So if Pucker Butts and Blazing Foods are the same thing, then yeah. I have no idea.
I think they're connected somehow, from what I understand.
Dave's gonna get like 10 of them in the mail. Odd looking nuts is definitely true. Rabbit would make my night if you eat. No, Jared, no.
Yeah, that would make my night too, Jared.
No,
Well,
no.
I would expand on that and say 4 and 5.
I'll eat 2 pieces of this gum, Rob, if you eat number 5.
I would rather eat that gum than eat this number 5.
Yeah, more than likely, from what I'm saying.
Number 5, I bet you could put a quarter on the top of it, and it wouldn't cover the whole thing. That's got to be a good tablespoon of powder.
Yeah, these aren't that bad, I bet.
Probably not, but who knows? So Matt says, at Charles, now that I think of it, I might remember you from W. Did you ever have long hair combed back?
My hair is always like semi like this, but maybe a little bit longer. But it's always been kind of, little McDonald's golden arches, wings. Be a little longer. Never like super long. I haven't had that long hair since high school.
Dang.
Let's see. Chad says, go ahead. Make my day. No, Charles, sorry. Matt says, I'll send you some sweet peppers, Rob, as in other Rob, called Petite Marsalias. Okay.
I like Jared's comment.
I'm not greedy. One number 5 peanut is fine. There's only one number 5 peanut.
I thought there was 3.
That is
No,
so
it's all
weird.
one big clump.
That is so weird how that works out perfect.
No.
He's only asking for one. There is only one. Bang. I mean, it sounds like it's meant to be.
And in a weird kind of way, it is the Death Nut challenge because that is the Death Nut. You just made your own rule.
Okay, if you don't want to do number 5 and only one of them, what about 2 of the number 4 then?
Petite Marcial. Okay. Petite Marcialis. Okay. I had 2 number 5s, I think. Well, yeah, maybe mine's just in a big clump, but there's only one in there. And I'm not eating it tonight. And I'm not eating number 4 tonight either.
Yeah, yours looks like a big old dried snot ball.
Yeah.
So if y'all had a plant that looks like totally weird, I mean, it's a variety, the chocolate bootleg DM, but the damn plant looks so weird. Would you grow it just because it looks so weird at the stage it is now, just to see what the hell it does?
Heck yeah.
That's why I'm growing the pink tiger.
Because I got the weirdest ass. I've already got other chocolate bootleg DMs growing outside, but I got one that's just so weird I can't. I'm trying to pick my last like 30, and it's got to be one because it just looks so damn weird. It looks like it almost looks like a form of lettuce. I gotta go get it. Here, hold on. I'll be back. This thing looks super weird. Hold on.
Okay. Well, the variegated peppers, with the green and white leaves, I would love to grow one of those. I think those are so cool. Charles said he will eat the other half of his pepper at the same time as you eat the number 4 and number 5 peanuts tonight.
Hashtag we are waiting.
Nope, you can wait. Sorry, Jared, but no, it took me until like Saturday evening before I could eat a meal normally again. It so messed with my stomach I couldn't eat. I went for 2 days without eating anything because everything would just come back.
That's why you weren't eating. I noticed Friday night you had said something about not eating for 2 days.
Yep. Yeah, I
You
didn't
still
eat
drink.
until sometime Wednesday.
Well, yeah, everybody was drinking, so.
And you still drank, Rob.
Yep. That was one of the things that got me back around to being able to eat again. I slipped it.
Nice.
It's funny how that works.
Mhm.
So look at this weird thing. Let me like move my camera to how it is.
Yeah, look at them freaking leaves.
I mean, it's just so weird. It's got one gigantic leaf, but it just so weird looking.
Huh.
I had an ahi lemon that looked like that. It just the very
It's
first
crazy.
leaf it produced.
It's crazy looking. But look at like the view. Just how weird. Like it curls and then goes up, and then it has all these weird. It looks like kind of just a trip. It's so weird. I have to grow it.
Yeah, that ahi lemon I was growing that had like the giant first leaf. I pulled that thing off, and you can't even tell now. It just looks like a normal plant.
I don't know what this thing is going to do, but we're going to find out, I guess.
So, have any of you grown basil before? How many do you think I can grow in a 2-gallon pot? I have 10 or 15 germinating.
Oh, yeah, you can feel. Oh, watch
Christopher Bransdale.
Yeah, the guy who's doing the bonsai contest for PLC. He explains that very well in detail about basil in a small container.
Yeah.
As he says, the way it grows, and it's true too. Because I grew one in a 1-gallon, and it starts to doing this thing. If you grow more in a container, a 2-gallon, it lifts everything up, so everything stays up good, and it's just like a big gigantic basil bush. So the more you put in there, I don't know how many you want to put in a 2-gallon container, but the more you put in there, the more it supports itself, and it's like a big gigantic basil bush. But I grew one in a 1-gallon. I had basil all the time. I mean, I grew the red Reuben basil, which is that purplish, like purplish green variant of it. But it was good basil.
At least basil you can take and dehydrate it and store it properly for years.
Yeah, and it's so easy to grow. I mean, that's something we all wish that like lettuce and basil, peppers were that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard to screw up lettuce and basil. I mean, really damn hard to screw it up. I mean, you get it going and it just takes off. What is that? What?
I can't get basil or spinach to grow. I have tried it. I've tried to get kale to grow, and I can't get it to grow.
Spinach is different, but lettuce, come on, lettuce is easy.
Yeah, I do lettuce and pak choi,
Yeah.
but I can't get basil to grow.
I've never had problems with basil. I
Basil.
can't grow a spinach to save my life, but I've never had a problem with basil. Basil, sage, like none of the herbs. They grow, I don't know, just like weeds.
Yeah.
My chives are already like this tall from the weather over the last couple days. I got two big patches of chives outside, and they're already growing. Matt,
Well, Eric, you still on here? Let's bust out some of your Juicy Reaper gum. I think he's still on there. I've seen him comment, I thought. Mr. Eric Petro sent me some of his. He got a hold of me, wanted to do some gum. He did some Juicy Reaper gum. It's juicy fruit with Reaper powder on it. Uh, smells just like juicy fruit in the package. So, but I pulled one out, and you could see that coming. I don't know if you can see that.
That's
It's.
like bleeding through the wrapper.
I know. I'm like, holy crap, man.
It's like you have Big Red and you left it in the car in the middle of the summer.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering what this would be like on Big Red.
Oh, he says, I'm here, bro. Let's do it.
Well, he got okay. He coated one side. You can see that.
Okay.
I'm not getting anything off the wrapper. But it says on the wrapper to fold in half as not to lose powder. There we go. And it's bubble gum, so I have a spit cup. Bubble gum and Reaper powder. I have a spit cup. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of saliva.
Black Mamba has joined us. I thought gum was wrapped in foil that looked like paper.
It is some Wrigley varieties.
I'm still chuckling over Dave saying spit cup. Anytime anybody ever says spit cup, I laugh.
Well, I know there's going to be a lot of spit, and I'm not swallowing all that.
You gotta swallow it, man. Uh-huh.
You could be like Neil on Neil's videos. Here, the drool, the drool. You see how
He'll just let it. Yeah, he just lets it, and then he tries to catch it, and that's getting hot. By the way.
Hey, Black Mamba, how's it going?
What's up, Black Mamba?
The pepper, actually, the powder really doesn't take away from the gum. You get good juicy fruit flavor if you like juicy fruit. And the more I talk, it's flaming up like a mother. Mm. Huh. The more you chew, too, it just gets, it's up in your teeth. My gums are on fire. Between my teeth.
So that's Reaper powder infused or Reaper like tincture infused?
I think it's Reaper powder. Mm.
Okay, then why did it come through the wrapper? That's what I'm wondering. Unless you're using oil to put it on.
Well, yeah, they wet the gum down. I'm not sure with what, and then they put the powder on it.
Okay.
And that's Reaper powder, so it's pretty warm.
Well, Black Mamba, if it's anything to go by, this is a better show to watch as your first time viewer than say Friday, because Friday you thought we were all a bunch of loons.
Friday, we were a bunch of loons.
I was just gonna say that myself. Friday, the phone never got back on the hook.
It's a good way to describe it.
Made you think a little bit.
Eric, that's pretty good. I'm not a huge gum fan, but I really actually kind of like that. I mean, it's pretty freaking warm. I think if on Big Red you could sucker, more people would be like, yeah, it's just a piece of Big Red. Mm.
On the plus side, no hiccups.
No. But I've been swallowing very little to spit.
Right.
Because I really don't want that to hit my gut at 10:30 at night. It's freaking hot. I'll give it that. It's hot. Good job, Eric. I can feel my senses waking up. Wakening. Oh.
Awakening.
Awakening. There we go. No, I don't want to burp. And Eric, the gum is still going. It hasn't done that like you were talking about when you're messaging me.
Interesting is an understatement on Black Mama's comment. That's interesting is an understatement for Friday's show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was a little bit out there. But we all had a good time. We all had a lot of laughs.
Oh yeah.
Catch any swarms this season yet? I caught 3. Okay. Oh, it was black. I was here for some of it. I was here for all of it.
I was here.
Cheers.
I don't know if I was really here for it, but I was here
Physically, you were there.
physically.
See, this is Rev's experience would have been a perfect thing for a movie. Let's go back 24 hours, 24 hours before, and then you go and see what he relived the day before. Then it comes on the Friday stream, and you're like, oh, now I get it. Let's see, he went to what 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning on Thursday's live stream. Then dealing with that, and then Hair of the Dog version.
That's how it all started too. I came on saying like, "Oh, I'm so hungover. Like I just got done messaging Batman, telling him my head was still swimming." And next thing you know, JT's like, "Hey, I got some liquor here. Like anybody want to go for a shot?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Thanks, Russ. Appreciate that.
Well, when I seen JT's video earlier that day, I'm like, uh-oh. It's going to get live tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I thought too. I saw his video and I'm just sitting there, my head was just ugh. I was like, it was like out of body experience kind of thing going on. And I watched his video and I'm like, oh, JT's been day drinking. He's gonna come on the live stream tonight. That's gonna go good.
If you did catch me, I did eat. I was eating Alex's s'more treat that he sent me, Alberta pepper. It kind of, I think, kind of got washed away with all the chaos that was going on. But I was actually eating a s'more treat, and it was just I gave a comment, but then how Friday went, yeah, it just went wherever. So
I totally forgot you did that.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know, but it's I had to do it. I mean, it just arrived like the day before, so I needed. I mean, it's been in customs and crossing imaginary borders and lines and stuff for days, so weeks. So had to give it a try.
Blumberg said he didn't notice either on Friday, you eating the s'mores. But he also said he was matching JT shot for shot, so.
Yeah. I was just drinking beer, my fruity beer. I'm just not big on the hard liquor.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
All comes down to personal choice.
No, it all comes down to JT saying, "Come on, everybody, do a shot with me," and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna happen."
Yeah, but nobody had to know I had the bottle sitting on the desk next to me.
Well, after that many shots, they needed to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'd have never picked it up, but I picked it up. Let's see. Freaky says, I've seen one person take one bite of a s'more Friday. Blumberg says, I just got mine today. I think I'm going to eat it with Brando soon. Maybe tomorrow. Well, so not do. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. I'll be back in a minute. What was that? I'm sure if you ask Brando, we'll go live for you.
It's-
Yeah, that's true. Not me.
All right, you know the rules. Rob's out of the room. Got to talk about him.
Eric, if you're still here, I would say coat both sides of that, and you would have made a pretty good challenge piece of gum. It's hot, but I think to make it a real extreme challenge, coat both sides. Mm.
That'll be the next Death Nut challenge that comes out.
All right.
One chip challenge, Death Nuts, Death Gum.
Well, Bat 9 tried with chocolate, but everybody else is doing chocolate, so.
I like
I
that.
want to try one of Batman's cookies. Batman, if you ever make one of those cookies, send it to me. I'll PayPal you. I want to try one of your cookies that you sent Rob.
Which, by the way, Rob loved those cookies too.
Yeah. If you ever make another batch, send me some cookies. I'll PayPal you whatever you want to, the shipping or whatever.
Julian, the new EGR valve's doing the exact same thing as the old one. Not the old one, but the old new one is doing. It's doing. I don't know what the heck's going on. It's making a weird noise.
Yeah, Freaky. It actually had the fruit, the juicy fruit flavor, strong. I really didn't pick up too much of a strong pepper taste. Eric, you need to order some La Cuesta. That would take it up. That would definitely take it up a notch, or 2 or 3.
No, Russ, I didn't get a fix for the double cub, mainly because I think they're just going outside shortly. The weather seems to be holding somewhat steady. I mean, it's only like upper 50s, like maybe 60 degrees, but at least it's not 70, 39, 80, 32.
I see Batman still on here. Did you see that, Charles? He said, "Free for you, buddy."
Awesome. Yeah. I'll give it a go here. Or if you want me back on your show anytime, I'll eat them on your live stream. Whichever one.
There you
And
go.
I'm not afraid to come on your show and eat deer or whatever else you got.
I would do more shots with you, Bat. But I need more. I'm out.
So if anybody can deliver some to Dave.
Yeah. I miss it. I feel incomplete without.
Well, you got some La Cuesta. You could always just grab some vodka and throw La Cuesta in the vodka.
Yeah. That could be interesting. I still have his shine too. I could put some of that in the shine.
That was cracking me up too, man. You're like, oh, I'm gonna finish off this bottle tonight, and before you even started, you just like grab the shine and just start taking sips of the shine.
His brother asked me about it the other night. I was actually on the phone with his brother, Kevin, a couple nights ago. And I think a cousin and the cousin's husband. It was like a house full of people.
No, Black Mom, I never tried vodka. I'm not that big of a fan of tequila. Vodka, I don't mind, but I don't know. It's weird. Clear liquors, I'm usually in the clear with. The dark liquors, I don't like myself when I drink them. And tequila, it's either like that country song where tequila makes her clothes fall off, or it's just one heck of an explanation the next day. Which, you know, both of them could be the same thing, but
No, Jared, it's not your screen. I am red. It was out the last 2 days, out in the sun. So if you watch me move wrong, you'll see me grimace. Rev knows all about it.
I got the same thing. I got a red neck.
You got a red head too.
Hat.
I got a red head right here. Oh, and Freaky, sorry, I didn't know that I wasn't subscribed. When someone said that you put out a video, I was like, I didn't see that in my feed today. So I went over and realized I wasn't subscribed. So sorry about that. Ooh, tequila.
Jaeger and tequila.
Yeah, nah. I think I'm done with Jaeger. I think my 20s was I had and into my 30s. I think I had way too much Jaeger.
See, I never really got into Jaeger. I just couldn't get past that licorice flavor or whatever.
And that's the weird thing. I hate licorice. Like, especially like red licorice, I never had a problem with. But like black licorice, I hate. I hate it with a passion. But for some reason, Jaeger, it was A-okay. But the thing that really did it for me was whenever they came out with those Jaeger machines that would put them like, you know, the Jaeger would come out and it's like 33 degrees or whatever. It was like, you know, frosty. And yeah, that's where I got into it. To the point where I would buy a bottle and put it in the freezer and leave it in the freezer and do shots that way. And if it was out of the freezer, I couldn't do them, but...
No, I did do it. I was the only way, actually. A friend of mine, he kept his in the freezer. And he said, you got to try it like this. That way I was actually able to tolerate.
Yeah.
Well, there's no toleration. I love Jaeger. I mean, just... And I like black licorice more than I like red licorice.
No, Jaeger bombs, that was a different story. For some reason, I don't know why. I think just because they got drunk off those.
I absolutely hate Red Bull. I love the way it smells, but I don't like the way it tastes. Or
Yeah, I don't
like that.
I'm with you. I don't like Red Bull at all.
But it tastes like bad apple juice, like a bad apple juice or something. And the thing with a Jaeger bomb is that, you know, you start feeling good and you start getting like this, and you know, after drinking a bunch of Jaeger bombs, and then you get home, you're like, time to relax. Then that freaking Red Bull kicks in, and you got all this energy. All of a sudden, you're like, shit, I wanted to go to sleep because I was relaxing. I don't know, that's what used to happen to me.
I've only done Jaeger bombs one time ever, and it was in one night, and I probably did 15 or 20 of them or something like that. I did a lot. And yeah, it was not very pretty. And that was the last time I've ever done them. Actually, I think that's the first and only time I've ever had a Red Bull. It was in a Jaeger bomb.
See, I used to be addicted to Monsters.
I've never had a Monster.
Monster is like liquid pixie sticks. It's just like you break open that can, and it smells like you're, you know, open a little tube of pixie sticks, that sugary goodness. I don't know how it was to me.
I never got into any of the energy drinks because I don't like any of that like 3-hour energy or, you know, any of those weird things. I never really liked them. And I don't know. I assume that that's what I would get from drinking those energy drinks. But I mean, I would still try them, except they're so dang expensive. Like whenever they were like really getting big, they were like $3 a can, and they were like 16-ounce cans or 20 or whatever. And all I kept thinking was I could go get a Pepsi, and it's gonna be half the price, no matter what size I get. That was my whole rationale for it. I just never got into it.
These days, you have waters that cost as much as that.
Yeah.
Water. I mean, of course, I'm a bottled water snob. I mean, I only drink certain ones. I'm not going to drink like just, you know, I'm not going to drink Dasani or Aquafina because those suck. I mean, they just, to me, that just has a taste to them. I don't like that at all. mean, I know that's the two most bottled ones because of the fact that Coke and Pepsi distribute it. But you go to a concert and you're like paying the money for the water, and you're like, God, out of all the waters, it's got to be Dasani. I don't know. I just don't like it at all. I mean, if I'm gonna do a bottle of water, I like to do, I don't know, there's a couple different ones, but I like Avion, Fiji.
I always go with the cheapest one they got. If I'm getting water, it's probably not going to have a taste to it. It's going to taste like water, and I don't see why it's worth it to pay $3 for a water when you can get the same size of bottle for like $1.
I guess so.
But again, I'm cheap, people. That's how cheap I am.
I just don't like certain waters. It's just like at a restaurant. You go in there and make tea. You can tell their water's crap.
Oh yeah.
I hate that. And I'm like a tea connoisseur. I love freaking sweet tea, or just tea in general. And if your water tastes bad, you're like, damn it, man, this is ruining my experience here because I really wanted a nice cold glass of tea with my meal or whatever I'm doing, and you're freaking running it because that are the ones with it's really bitter. Like they leave the tea grounds or something or whatever has been sitting too damn long. I'm like, are you really serving me this crap? Because this tea tastes like crap.
Yeah, I don't like it when people make anything with tap water because I can usually taste that. If I can't taste it, fine, whatever, it's all good. But almost like you said, you get like a tea or a coffee or anything, you can tell when it's not made with, or when it's not made with bottled water. And I don't care what bottled water it is, I'm fine with every single one of them. But tap water, ugh. Like I will not make coffee with my tap water. You can tell. I mean, you can tell by the smell of the coffee. It just smells off.
Yeah.
But we have some goofy water here. I mean, we have like, I don't know how many people live in this town, but we'll just say it's 1,000. It'll go from that to like 50,000 in the summertime. So it's just like night and day difference, and they're just trying to pump out as much water as they can. So if it has a weird smell, who cares? Ship it. Yeah, I like coffee too, Jared, but one thing I've found out about myself, there are certain things that I thought that I loved that I don't really love. Like coffee's one, bread's another. Just weird off the wall things that if they disappeared tomorrow, I probably wouldn't have a problem with that. But I really do like coffee though. Not to the point where I'm a coffee snob, but I like gas station coffee. That's my favorite. Like you can go to the grocery store, pick out any brand you want, and I'll take you to a gas station that has better coffee than that.
Are you finally done with the gum, Dave?
Yeah. It's been mellowed out.
Exactly, Gage. But if the chicken disappeared,
Yeah.
I'd be in some trouble there.
There'd be a lot of people because some people like to take pictures with their chickens and all kinds of other stuff too. So
Say it, Batman.
there's a lot of people who be messed up if the chickens went away.
Hey, Batman.
Later, Batman.
And if you're still there, the cookies were very good. So yeah, if you make more, haha, joke, Tintin. That's a mean thought and a scary one too. What was that?
If the chickens went away.
The chickens.
Exactly. What would I do for dinner?
Oh, okay.
I'd be like making ribs or burgers or something. See, that's another thing. Like, I love eating at a fast food restaurant, but the last, I don't know, 20 times I've been to a fast food restaurant, I've been so disappointed. And it doesn't matter which one it is. Like, I'm totally done with McDonald's. I'm never going back there again. I quit that like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. But I love Wendy's. Last bunch of times I went there, pretty much a disappointment. I still, this summer, I'm going to go try Five Guys though. We have one here that's one of those restaurants that everybody says is awesome, and I've never been to it. So I'm going to have to try that this year.
Don't worry, you'll get enough fries because the fries come in a little bitty container. They're the little paper containers. They throw it in the bag, and they essentially fill up the bag. And then ask for like extra seasoning. And so that's always a good thing too.
Batman's comment.
He knows what I'm
chicken on your shoulder.
He knows what I'm talking about.
What, like a pirate?
He knows what I'm talking about. Gage knows what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people out there who knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've never eaten at Five Guys. My buddy that I worked with, he swore by it. He said they were the best burgers. I've just never been there, and every person I've ever talked to said the exact same thing. It's a little pricey, but the fries are really good. And everybody has always said you'll get more fries than you paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, order a small thing of fries if you're eating by yourself.
Oh, and my buddy also would say he had like a 10 or 15-minute drive from Five Guys to his house. He would say, do not drive back to your house. Like, if you're getting it to go, eat in the parking lot. He said, like, eat it immediately because that's the best way.
Yeah.
Night, Chad.
Night, Chad.
Later, Chad.
See you, Chad.
I've never heard of Grub Burger.
Me either.
Well, like here, like you ever had? Do y'all have smash burgers there?
Nope.
Smash burgers.
Like, literally, the only things we have around here, we got McDonald's, we got Wendy's, we have there's an Arby's down the street, and by that I mean like 10 miles away, which I don't like to drive that far. I used to live in Pittsburgh. We drive 2 hours to go to a party, and it was nothing. I moved down here, and it's like, well, it's only 2 miles down the road, and I'm like, I'm not driving all the way down there. Heck with that. Five Guys, and well, there's a Taco Bell and a KFC. Oh, a Hardee's, and I think that's it as far as fast food goes.
I like Hardee's.
For like me, for like the best burger I like locally here, I like Hubcap Grill. Then there's Papa's. Well, if you're in Texas or wherever, all the Papacitos, Papados, that chain, they have good hamburgers too.
Yeah, and I see all these videos out there of people eating at these different fast food places, and it just kind of makes me angry that we don't have those around here.
Yeah, I eat the Shack too, the original one too.
And you're in a huge tourist area, right?
Yeah, that's good and bad though, because it's so touristy that like the Walmart had to comply with building regulations. It had to have like a beach-like look to their store before they would even consider them like coming in.
Huh.
I forget what the other one was. There was another giant chain that was going to be moving in, putting a store up here. And then they decided, because the regulations are so bad, that they were just going to put it across the bridge where they didn't have to follow the regulations. And then they never did it. But no, it's weird like that. Like if you go north of my house, there's no fast food places up there at all. There was 2 Burger Kings in 2 different towns. They're no longer there. They were only allowed, they had business hour regulation. They were only allowed to serve lunch. That's it. Like, they could not be open for dinner. And that's because whoever petitioned and whatever, they got the town to agree that the local restaurant should be, preferred by the people and get dinner hours only.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, like the chains, they're only down south. Like we don't have any chains pretty much up north at all. Like we got like what is that, an Outback or a Chili's or whatever, the those restaurants that if you took the menus from each of them, just covered up the name, you wouldn't even know if it was a different restaurant or not. But we got one of those down there.
You would just think Outer Banks, they would be all kinds of restaurants around there.
Well, we got a ton of them. And the weird thing, I heard this a long time ago. I don't know if this is true or not. But you know how they normally say, like, if you open a restaurant, you have like a 10% chance of making it?
Yeah.
Well, around here, apparently it's a 90% chance of making it. So, yeah, you just open a restaurant and whatever, you just serve Mexican food, you serve burgers, you serve whatever. There's so many people around here that, you go to one restaurant and there's like a 3-hour waiting list. You're just moving on to the next restaurant until you find somewhere. You don't even care if it's like the best one or not. Especially if you got crying kids and stuff.
Freaky's taking off. Have a good night, Freaky.
Later, Freaky.
Later, Freaky. Well, here there's so many damn restaurants, but everything's chicken. I mean, shit. I mean, how many damn chicken places? You got Chick-fil-A. You got for here Zaxby's. You got Slim Chickens. You got hell. I don't know. There's so many every damn restaurant that opens is a chicken place, a chicken strip place.
Oh, I miss Chick-fil-A so bad. There's one about 90 miles from me, or no, like 70 miles from me. I miss that. Every time I go back to Pittsburgh, we stop there just to get gas at the gas station right next door and go to the Chick-fil-A. That, and you skip the toll. We're not paying a dang toll. Got to do that in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, PDQ. Yeah, Popeyes.
Popeyes. I haven't been to that in forever.
I know, it's been since this afternoon at 12 for lunch.
What? I haven't even seen a Popeyes since 99, maybe?
Oh, Zaxby's. I really like the chicken strips at Zaxby's.
Yeah, Zaxby's is good.
Jared, the Outback, I've been there a couple times. I've had the Bloomin' Onion, and I don't like that at all.
That's like their big thing, too.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever see why the heck did my video just go out? Do you ever see the video? I forget who does it. It's one of those bigger YouTube channels, but it's Australians trying Outback Steakhouse for the first time. That's one of my favorite videos. When they pull out the Bloomin' Onion, they're like, what the heck is this? Everybody that tries it's like, that is disgusting.
Hey, Rob, this is a different, I know this kind of a change in subjects, but I was going to ask you earlier, have you ever heard of Captain Sparkles? He's like a big Minecraft person. The only reason I know this because I was watching one of my car shows, and he's one of the fortunate ones to get a Ford GT. So apparently he has like 10 million subscribers. And apparently his claim to fame on YouTube was Minecraft monologue and all kind of dialogue with different Minecraft stuff and all this stuff, other things.
I don't think I might have heard the name, but I've never watched them.
Okay.
Sounds familiar, but nope.
Yeah, I just thought, I was like, I was like, how the hell did this guy get on the list of, what was it, 1,300 people to get one of these Ford GTs? And then I saw that he's like a big YouTube person, 10 million subscribers and all this stuff. And I was like, how the hell did he get that? And I started looking at it as like Minecraft. I'm like, uh-oh, I need to ask Rob that. Because he had all these Minecraft videos. I was like, man. I was like, crap, man. I think maybe you're onto something, Rob. Hell, in the future, 9,900,000, 90, whatever it is later, it could be you.
Yeah. Well, if you look at me comparing the two channels, ever since I started doing the Minecraft videos, my subscriber base is going up faster than my main channel is. And on top of that, just about every time I stream on Twitch, I get 1 1 to 3, sometimes 4 new followers on there.
So, what is your view comparison from YouTube to Twitch? How many people view your content on Twitch as opposed to what they do on the YouTube replay, or whatever, however it works on that?
On Twitch, somebody comes and watches you, and they track that. So it's the highest number count of people that are watching you at any one given time. So I get like 7 people is my maximum for watchers at one time. As far as the videos go, they hold them for, it's either a week or 2 weeks, and I get, 2, maybe 3 views on those. But I'll switch them over to, or put them on YouTube, and I'll get, 5, 8, maybe 10 views on them, depending on what it is. But I'm also at almost 200 subscribers on the main channel, and I think 25, 26, something like that on the Minecraft one. But I've only been doing the Minecraft one for a couple months now, so.
Okay.
But the growth factor is considerably faster with Minecraft than it is with my main channel.
Yeah, and shout out to that Ninja dude. He just broke another Twitch record. He just yeah, he got the most amount of concurrent viewers at one time watching his stream. Then he broke it again with Drake playing video games with him. I don't even know what video game he was playing. And then over the weekend, everybody said it was all because of Drake, that music guy. And then over the weekend, he broke that. It was like 325,000 people watching at one time. Over the weekend, he broke it. He broke it with 388,000.
Yeah, without Drake.
Without Drake, yeah. So shout out to that dude if you're watching. Come on.
Who was it again?
They just call him Ninja.
Okay.
I don't know his full name or anything, but Ninja on Twitch. I'm sure if you just Google it, he'll be the top guy.
Please come on the live stream.
Who's that?
Please come on the live stream if you're watching.
Like going back to Magic. I haven't been to Coffee and Cars in a long time. So I used to go before the idiots started acting a fool over there off of by the Galleria, when they started almost running over people with Corvettes when they did their burnouts outside of the parking lot, trying to exit to the street. So when all that stuff stopped, they moved the location out towards, I guess, I think towards the Woodlands area. And I haven't been to Coffee and Cars in a while. Because you got to get there so damn early. That's the thing. It's like super early. It really literally is, Coffee and Cars. But you got to get there like so damn early because they're there at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and they're out of there at 8. So if you sleep late or whatever, most of those guys, they're like, peace, we're out of here at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, hell, it's a weekend morning. I want to sleep. I don't want to, go and drive, because it's not nowhere near my area. I got to drive and get up super, super early to hopefully catch the cars or whatever. It's kind of tough sometimes.
What do you drive, Charles?
I think I drive a Zoom Mazda 6. I don't get any. I don't have a fast car. Because that's not.
I thought that was a fast car.
It is fast. It will go fast. I just try not to get things that I really, 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 really want. Mustang, Camaros, those type of things, because those are bad news for me. That's called equal jail time for Charles.
I think I finally hit the point where I've never had a sports car ever. The closest I ever had was a 19, what was it? The title said 75, or no, I think the title said 76, but the grill was from a 75 Nova. And it had a 305 in it and a turbo 350 transmission, and it would do burnouts from the place I worked all the way to the McDonald's, which was quite a ways. but I ended up blowing the transmission out of that. But that was the only sports car I've ever owned. And closest to that, I had my Dodge Ram is probably the closest after that. But car wise, would be an '84 Cavalier.
Oh, like the Mazda 6 is governed at 126, I think. So that's fine because like I said, I've got it dropped down to 100 before when I did my Mazda 3, and I was doing 106 and a 55. So I got it dropped down to 100, so they didn't have to take me to jail. So I'm fine with one. You can hopefully have the right person who's not totally pissed off at you and drop it to 100. So it's not over 100, so they don't have to take you to jail. So 20 something miles an hour, maybe I could slide. But if it was anything faster, if I had a souped up Mustang or something like that, I'd be in trouble.
No, don't come here if you got a lead foot. 15 over here is reckless driving. You'll go to jail.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit higher here.
Oh yeah, Pennsylvania was double the speed limit plus 5. So if it was 25, you could do 54 and you wouldn't get reckless driving. And they wouldn't take you to jail even if you did get reckless driving. I know, because my dad got a ticket. He was following a cop. And apparently they said he was doing like 56 and a 25 or something like that. But not down here. My buddy came down here and was like, hey, let's go to... Where the heck did we go? Fort Bragg. A friend of ours was on base at Fort Bragg, and we were like, yeah, let's go visit him. And just driving down the road, he got arrested, 15 miles from here, doing 85 and a 50. I had to go, they handcuffed him, took him to jail. I had to drive his car to the jail and use his debit card to bail him out.
Yeah.
Pretty goofy.
Like I said, I was kind of semi-nervous when that cop pulled me over that one time. That's been the last ticket I've had, though. So, yeah, doing 106 and 55.
Yeah, the last ticket I had was in 99. Or no, maybe it was 98. Yeah, it must have been like 98 or something like that. But I forget what I was doing. I wasn't even paying attention to the speed. I was just going. But, Pennsylvania, they got, like, weird speed limits. You'd be driving down a road with absolutely no houses on the road. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around you, and it'll be 25 mile an hour, where it should be maybe 35 or 45. And it was one of those. It was like 25. I think I got busted for doing 45 and a 25. But then I moved here, and the speed limits all make sense. They're 25 on a residential road. They're like 50 if it's like a highway type scenario, and in town. If it's out of town, it's like 55, just all makes sense. So that was the best thing for me was I moved here and the speed limits made sense. So I just started obeying the speed limit and haven't got a ticket since.
Yeah.
Although I did quadruple the speed limit in my mom's Honda.
Huh.
It was 20, or wait. No. 35? I can't remember what it was. It was 25 or 35, and I quadrupled the speed limit.
Yeah, and Russ, I agree with you. Sammy Hagar was right. I can't drive 55 either. I can't drive 55 and a 35 most of the time. But the thing is that it's very hard if you look at it these days, especially if you're in an area where I'm at, it's hard to go really fast. There's so many freaking people. It doesn't matter what time of day. I mean, I guess everybody, maybe just do different, shift work. Like that's what a lot of people do. Maybe stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, whatever the hell they're doing, not, looking for a job, whatever it might be. Because there's so many damn people, from you said, oh, you like rush hour. Oh, 6:30 in the morning till about 9. Hell, it doesn't matter now. It's just the whole damn day. Where I'm at, the freeway I'm off at, I just call it the Devil's Corridor because it's always crap. I mean, there's never a good time to go down that damn thing. It's hard unless you go like super late at night to do a lot of this, go really fast because there's no way you can get the speed because there's too many damn cars on the road.
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah, what's up, Anthony? Yeah, the place I was working at is like 28 miles away from me. It would take me anywhere from 40 minutes on a really good day to 4 hours to get there.
Of course, I don't have it as bad as like in LA. I mean, that's just, that takes forever to get from LA to, say, Anaheim. If you're going downtown LA to Anaheim, oh my God, it's bad. But every major city has these issues.
Oh yeah, when I was growing up in Pittsburgh, I remember the traffic being really bad, and like you said, it would be like 7 o'clock in the morning till like 10 o'clock in the morning. Like good luck trying to get to the city, and then it by the time I made it to a teenager able to drive, then it was like pretty much like 5 in the morning until like noon. But then the afternoon started like at noon and went until like 8 at night. Before I moved, it was, yeah, like you said, good luck getting anywhere. Like, plan to be in traffic for a long time, no matter what day it is, no matter what.
Well, then they're doing construction. This is what I don't understand about TxDOT. This probably goes for all of you guys here. Okay, this is the dumbest shit ever. These are engineers, mind you. Okay, but anyway, so they're freaking tearing down the main freeway. Okay, there's a detour. Then they're working on the freaking roads that are the detour roads. Why the hell are you running the detour roads the same damn time you're running the main road where you got to get everybody diverted to a detour? That's the dumbest shit ever. All the routes that you're going to go, they know that you're going to go and get diverted off of this main area, this freeway, whatever else. They screw up everything at the exact same damn time. It makes no freaking sense.
If I was conspiracy minded, I would say that is a cop thing just to get catch you speeding in the detour. That's getting worked on because higher fines and stuff like that. But no, I think that's just poor planning.
I don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't got it together. I can tell you that. Like Matt said, 290 is never going to get finished. Absolutely agree. The Devil's Corridor, that's going to be 290, which I live off of, is hell. Everybody lives out here, just like I-10. Okay, you dumbasses don't see that everybody's freaking buying houses out here. You can't start planning ahead of time. Let's see. Oh, there's a gajillion communities going out in the Katy area. You don't think to expand the damn freeway? No. You wait till it takes forever. Then you have the widest freaking freeway in our city, I-10, 10 freaking lanes, and it's still traffic. Because they bottleneck everything around 10 off of 610. Off of all the loop systems. Because it sucks there too. And it's just like you can't get anywhere in this damn town. And there's just, of course, growing 2 million people over the past 5, 6, 7 years probably isn't helpful either. So, I mean, but it's just crazy.
Paula's in the house.
Hey, Paula. I'm just ranting on traffic. Red hot chili head, and I'm ranting. I know I have not been drinking. I ate part of Gage's Naga variety, which we're dubbing the serpent head. That was an experience earlier. I did it twice, 2 slivers. Pretty good sized chunks.
You need to send that to Batman so he can wear it when he goes off on one of his rants on Thursday nights.
He could. Yes, it could be the chili head hat of knowledge or ranting.
Yes,
I've been Jared. I've been to California many times. Many times. I've been hit in traffic in my rental car by somebody who's stoned. Who's like, the car just does that sometimes, man. I don't know why it just jumps. Good thing is you get a whiter black car when you do a rent a car, even though they don't look at it as closely these days. You got the 2 things for a whiter black car. You got a Moxalot for a black car. You got liquid paper or for freaking white cars. Just put that on the scratch if somebody ever hits you. You didn't hear that from me though. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many things, but yeah, of course everybody's gonna move out here because it costs too much to live in the city now. Freaking, I mean, the house I grew up, I mean, I don't know how much my parents paid for the house I grew up, but that same damn house area now, they sold it years ago before all this. Well, I don't want to offend anybody, but hipster movement that everybody wants to live in the city now. So, like, everything has got to be, have all these upscale things and everything. In my old neighborhood looks nothing like when I grew up. But those houses were, I don't know, $50,000. Now they're $500,000 to $1 million at least. I mean, and so since I've moved away from that area over the 15, 20 years or whatever it was, it's went up, that much. Some of them are the same damn houses. But what happens is they build a McMansion and it's cost $1 million. So now your $180,000 house is $400,000 because somebody decided to tear down one of these old houses and build this damn thing that shouldn't even be there. It just looks so out of place. I mean, it's a nice house, but it just looks so out of place. So you got all these 60s to 70s style homes, and then you got a big ass stucco house that, it's like 9 bedrooms and crap with all this stuff in the middle there, and it just increases their property value so much. And then the people decide to sell, and then they go and build another one. Before long, you got all these $1 million houses or more. So I don't know. I'm just ranting, but that's what happens. And it's just like, those neighborhoods, you can't live them in anymore. And like I said, that people go now, they go, oh yeah, I remember I lived off of. You ever go over to the Heights or you go to the Shepherd, this area? I'm like, man, when I grew up there, that place was just crap. Nobody would say, oh my God, you live over there? Now everybody wants to say they live over there. Like it's a status thing. Oh, you live there? I mean, when I was growing up there, I lived there and it was crap. It's like, totally different than what you're experiencing now.
My uncle bought property in the 70s right up the road from me. He bought it for $1,000. He built he had his son build the house because his son was a contractor. His son built the house for like $99,000. So he's in it for like about a $100,000, maybe $101,000, something like that. When he went to sell it, like, when did he sell it? 5, 6, 7 years ago, I think. 6 years ago. The going rate for the house, $850,000.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was semi-ocean front, but also when he bought it, it was 4th row, which means it was 4 houses from the ocean. The ocean moved in that much, and it became semi-ocean front.
Yeah.
Huh.
But anyway, like I said, there's other ways to look at it too. If you look at it like in my perspective now, I mean, my house over the 5 years or so that I've been here, it's increased in value by $60,000 or more in just 4 or 5 years. And then my thing is, for me, it's like I'm by a school. I have like the second biggest yard in the community, which will have to be redone if I ever sold it because I have a big gigantic pepper patch on the side of the house. That's I would have to redo since there's no grass and there's just landscaping fabric with 140 something peppers. But those type of things. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just ranting. It was the hot chili. I think a lot of things are silly, but there's just certain things that we can't do. I mean, like I said, I can go on and on. Don't ever get me with driving. Don't ever, ever, ever start me with driving. Do you know what a U-turn is? What is a U-turn? If you have a U-turn and a median, you go on the inside of the median and turn around? No, that's not a damn U. A U is you go on the outside. When you have an acceleration lane on the freeway, you go fast. You don't go slow. The thing that bothers me these days are the dumbasses who go and leave 4 freaking car links so they could drift while playing on their goddamn cell phone. That's what bugs me these days. You know, you have 4 or 5 car links before the light or the stop or wherever the hell you're at, so you could drift because you're going to be texting or whatever else. That bugs the hell out of me. You know why? I can't make my turn on the turn only lane or whatever it is because I got to wait a whole light cycle because you're 4 car lengths back. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Because this is, I just be going off for days with driving.
Well, I could go on a rant just like you with the driving, but like what Matt said about the city's pumping the tax up so high that the old people can't afford them. That is bull, man. Like,
well, that's everything.
There should not be tax on your property, period. Like, that's what kills me. Pennsylvania, I own vehicles in Pennsylvania. There's no property tax on cars in Pennsylvania. There shouldn't be property tax, period. Like, I get it when you buy it or when you sell it. I get that. Fine, give the town or the state their cut. But why are you paying every year tax on the property that you already bought? Like, I have to pay property tax on my truck every year. It's like $50 a year I have to pay. So technically, I'm renting my truck from the state because if I don't pay that, I can't own my truck. They'll come take my truck away or not allow the registration. Then the cops will take my car away. And the same thing with a vehicle or with a house. I mean, why are you paying? You're renting your house then. Even though you bought it, you paid it off. You finally like paid off those crazy bankers. You gave them 3 times what the house is worth because you needed a loan. And now every year you got to pay the state or the town or the county or whatever their cut. Just drives me nuts. You already did that. So why do you have to do that over and over again? Oh, I get it. Because you couldn't handle your funds and you overspent and, you know, misused the money that we already gave you. So now you jack up prices. It just drives me nuts, man.
Well, I mean, I got to protest my taxes every year. So, I mean, I got to pay. I pay a firm to do my taxes. I don't have time to go deal with all that paperwork and stuff. So the percentage that they save me, I just pay them that. So whatever. Because, I mean, you know, they fight or whatever they do just to get it so you have a lower property tax value or tax value on your house.
You know who I love are the people that have a house and they pay their property tax in pennies. Those people, mad respect to those guys. I love those people. Every time I see a video, yes, you awesome.
Yeah.
They go in with like, you know, freaking gigantic 5-gallon bottles full of pennies. And they're like, here's your taxes. But I mean, that even got to a point where a lot of places you can't pay cash for your property tax. You have to pay with like a card. Yeah. And it's mainly because of those people that I like.
I mean, everything is going up. I mean, hell, my car registration, I mean, hell, that's way more than I used to pay for in the past. You know, it just everything. Everything's so damn expensive. You know, you go to the damn grocery store, it's like $75 to $100 for like 4 bags. I use the totes. I shop at HEB, which is, you know, local here in Texas, but I use their HEB bags that so I don't have to use plastic or whatever else. And, you know, 4 of those damn bags is like $100 just for myself. And I didn't get nothing. I mean, hardly nothing. It's just crazy how much it costs for just to eat.
Yeah, I went there today, and those like cheese puffs, you know, the crappy little garbagey cheese puffs that like aren't nutritious at all. It was like a gallon container. It's like $7.50 for one of those.
Nate Black Mamba.
All right,
Later on, man. Thanks for hanging out, listening to me and Charles rant. But no, I hear you, man. Like, geez. Like, just random stuff, too. Like, have you seen the price of butter lately?
Yeah.
$4 for a pound. Like,
we're talking about bacon. How much we like bacon. Bacon's ridiculous. Bacon's crazy.
I quit eating bacon because the price went up too much.
I like turkey bacon.
Bacon is more expensive right now per pound than steak is.
Yeah.
and that is ridiculous. I'd much rather cut up steak and put that on a burger or whatever I'm eating.
Yeah. I mean, there's other ways around it. I mean, you can grow your own stuff. That helps. I mean, of course, you don't. I mean, they're like romaine lettuce right now is like flagged because of the E. coli outbreak stuff. So that's one thing, but I don't know. It's just crazy these days. I mean, everything. I know things go up because inflation and this, that, and the other, but it's just like it's like it's just hard for people to do things these days because crap. I mean, like there's the cost of living goes up so much, your wages don't go anywhere, and then but you want to change, do whatever. Everything is there's the hell like no jobs out there hardly that gives you a better opportunity these days. So you try to go do something else, and it's hard to find something because there's so many people fighting for all those jobs.
Yeah, you're almost better off starting your own business, but you have to have such a niche, to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that I will say is not that expensive: cucumbers and like iceberg lettuce.
Yeah, but iceberg lettuce is crap. I mean, I don't even know if I would feed that to my rabbits. I'm serious. It's crap. I mean, that's what I hate. I hate going to a restaurant and they serve me, would you like a house salad, sir? Not really. You got another option? How about fired tortilla soup? Yes. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that, except for the crap, iceberg lettuce crap that you're trying to serve me. That I need a hell of a lot of dressing and everything else to make this kind of taste good.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell was in that pepper, but I'm off today. I don't know what that. That is a hat. I don't know what it was, but maybe I'm just tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired as hell. I'm working my ass off at work, and I come and I'm trying to get all this pepper stuff done, and it's just a lot for me. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this many peppers and redid my backyard essentially to appease them and have it so it works out and stuff, and just trying to do everything else, and it's just a lot. So maybe it's partially I'm tired as well.
Hey, Jared, that's not a bad deal if you raised your own pig and it was about $4 a pound. That's way cheaper than bacon here. Well, I shouldn't say way. That is cheaper than bacon here.
Oh, and Alex, it's a red hot chili pepper.
Oh, and I think I brought this up like a month ago, but I remember like way back in like, I don't know, October, November, going off about bacon and saying about how upset I am about bacon, how it costs more than steak. It went up another $1 since then.
Yeah.
It was like, it was almost, it was just below $3 when I started that, and now it's up like $4.20.
It had to be that number, huh? You can't get that day out of your head, can you?
Oh man, where's the liquor? Where's JT, man? Let's join in.
Oh gosh, hold on. So what's going on with you, Dave? I've been ranting for hours.
I'm just listening. I gotta get off here in a minute, though.
Well, maybe you should go off on a rant.
Oh yeah. Takes me about 45 minutes to shut everything down and check everything before bed.
I don't know how you did it. I saw that video. I just can't imagine it. The house with the house of seedlings. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah. And they're drinking water much faster nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And I don't water them till night.
Let me let this dog out. He's having a panic attack or something.
Yeah, if you saw my last 2 videos, Dave, that I fed those things water, and the next day they were completely dry.
I'm telling you, they just everything wants outside. Everybody's plants,
Including me.
Yeah.
This has been the longest winter I ever remember. I can't remember the last time it was this late in April where I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's going to be another 2 weeks before I get anything outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have done it a bunch of times, but it would have been like, take it out, bring it back in the next day when it drops down into the 40s. And then, next day, take it out and then back in, out, in, out, in.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. They're going in once they go to the greenhouse. They're there.
Yeah, that's why I haven't even bothered taking them out. Once they go out, they're not coming back in.
Yeah.
They're staying out.
Well, I put that one up today, and I was going to move some out. Well, I already went. I think Wednesday night they're saying 38, 37 is a low. So I'm like, yeah, and it's going to be rainy and cloudy for the next 2.5 days. So I'm like, there's no sense in taking them out there and them start stretching right off the bat and reaching. Because that's what happened last year. I took some out. It ended up being a cloudy, rainy day for like 2 or 3 days, and then next thing I knew, them suckers were they were stretching. Paula, it was going okay. It came out with a bang, and then it just kind of slowed down. No, we are not sold out yet. That one, I'm hoping to actually always keep that one in stock. So once we have the website really going or selling, blah, 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 everything that will constantly be on there. The Loquesta. But no, it slowed down after that first initial bang and just kind of just. So that's all right. I'm getting a taste of what it's like to have to work for this one. Get out there and hustle it.
I don't think that's too high nutrients, Julian. 18, 18, 20? That seems pretty reasonable. Mine's like, what, 19, 5, 20, 38? Can't remember. I'd have to go look at my Master Blend jug. I know the first number is 19.5 and the last number is 38. I just can't remember what the middle one is.
I was going to say, I remember 19.5 because I look at your videos and you always see the 19.5 underneath the Master Blend. Because you know what? Why this jug? I know this is Master Blend because it says Master Blend on it.
Absolutely.
I still say it said strawberry.
It can be used for strawberries.
So what'd you think of my nature video today?
I haven't seen it.
I know. I liked it. Paper wasp.
When I got to the shop today, Devin moved the Scorpion and the MOA Scotch Bonnet and the Cayenne outside. And there was a wasp on the Scorpion just going up and down a leaf and eating every aphid it could find. It would eat the choice parts, and you could see him drop excess stuff off the leaf. And then you go on to the next one. He was out there for about 3 hours.
Probably why I had a colony of wasps in my greenhouse last year. You're probably just taking out aphids left and right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if the wasps leaves me alone, I'll leave them alone. But
that's how I did it too, until they swarmed me one day.
You remember what happened to me last year up at the church plot? I ended up having to wear sweatshirts up there. 80-some degree weather.
Yeah, I ended up getting stung right there on my forehead, or like above my forehead.
I was on my bike going down the side road, and a wasp went in under my collar, got stuck on my next to my chest, and I didn't know it was there. felt it move, and I'm like, what? Then it stung me as I'm going down the road.
I was driving, 2 days ago, and one got stuck in my beard or my goatee or whatever you want to call it. It was the weirdest. I saw it flying around. I'm like, oh, let's put the window down and maybe it'll go out the window. Next thing I know, it's just like right there under my chin. I just like smacked myself silly, knocked that thing onto the ground. I think that's the same one that tried to make a nest in my door. Oh yeah, or no, I think I was at a stop sign or a red light. Yeah, I was at a red light because I remember looking in the rear view mirror, looking at the guy behind me, like, is he laughing at me or what's going on there?
Well, it's not every day you see a guy beat himself senseless as
But
he's driving.
you can't see the wasp. I don't know. Well, I mean, that could be a bunch of things, Julian. He says his peppers on his leaves are starting to turn yellow after his first dose of, what do you say, 18-18-20. Could be lack of nitrogen. That could be chlorosis of the water. That could be
Too much water.
yeah, too much water. Yeah, like in my case, with some of the peppers I have, I think that's more chlorosis, which is too much chlorine in your water, than it is like lack of nitrogen.
Gauge is taking off. Signing off, ladies and gents. Have a great night. Great job on the pepper eating Charles. Thanks for giving it a shot.
You're welcome. Thank you for sending it to me. Hot as hell.
Makes them go off on rants.
And wear a chili head.
Bernie's in the house. Better late than never. 20 minutes before we close out again. Papa says bye-bye.
So do you think since we're having such a crazy late winter, do you think we'll have next winter start later?
I hope.
One can only hope.
And my goal every year is to get peppers to last into January. And they haven't done that the last 2 years. But the year prior, I got tomatoes to last, I think, 2/3 of the way through January.
If they're still if my stuff is still alive in November, I'm happy.
Yeah, but again, Rob, I live in the South.
Yep.
Where my parents live, good luck having anything past October. And that's only Pennsylvania.
Well, it's the same here. It's the same here, and it's not really just that consistent drop in temperatures. It's just that freak night you get those frosts, you're done.
Yep. Not this past winter, but the winter before, we had snow in like the middle or the first third of December, which is really weird. It's usually pretty mild until, January. January and February, definitely cold here, though.
Mm-hmm.
But last year, 80 degrees in February.
Yeah.
That's what we were last year, too. Because my plants were out 1st of March last year. This year, most of them are out now, but almost going into May now. That's crazy from 1 year difference.
Yeah, went to the grocery store and saw all that Cinco de Mayo stuff today, and I was like, holy heck, really? Like, we're there already?
Freaking! It's technically our last frost date here is only 3 weeks away, and here we are dipping down into the 30s still.
Yeah, our last frost date was like 10 days ago.
Scott says it's going to be 94 there tomorrow.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind 94.
I'll
Love
stick with
90.
where I'm at right now. 79 to 82.
I
got
like
to wait till
everything.
August. Wait till August. August.
Yeah.
99, 102, 103, 97, 98, all freaking damn month.
Not last year and the year before. It was like the 1st of June. It was like 110 here.
Oh, I'm going to give an example.
It was insane.
August is the most expensive damn electricity bill. I always remember August bill. Always. Throughout the year, $68, $72. That's my regular bill.
What?
Well,
dude, my regular bill is like $200 a month.
Well, now,
and I turn the heat off. I haven't had the heat on in like close to a month.
Yeah. No, it's like $80 until right now it's kind of going up. But probably also the fact that I have so many damn lights going on too. All these LEDs, these damn light movers. I know they say they don't use much energy, but
that is insane, man. I keep this light on right there. This light's on whenever I am doing a live stream, and those are the only lights on that stay on. Well, I guess I got a couple fluorescents in the garage, but that's it. And then, I got the fridge, the water heater's on a timer. I only cook one time a day, so that's the stove. I mean, I barely use anything electricity-wise, but it's still like $200. I think the best I can do is like $130 a month.
My highest bill last year was $172.50. That was in August.
That's like a normal bill for me.
Now my water bill's about the same cost.
See, my water bill is pretty low. My water bill is like $60.
The sprinkler system takes out a lot of that.
Well, is it a month?
A month, yeah.
Oh, wow. Dang. No, mine's a quarter. So it's like, what, $240 a year.
I don't know.
Wow.
On a regular month, my water bill is like $50. Summertime, we got the sprinklers going. I still haven't turned them on. They're still off. So I'm still in the $50 range. As I turn them on, heat of summer, they'd be in the low hundreds.
When I used to care about my grass, I dug a well. I went out there. I think 4.5 feet I hit water. So I only went down I used one 10-foot stick of pipe for everything coming up and over to the pump. And I just, got a free well pump, hooked that sucker up, and it was really crappy water, but I didn't care. It was just watering the lawn.
Yeah.
But no, I would not do that. I remember when I did try to do irrigation with the city water, my bill doubled. And I was like, heck with that, man.
And like I said, I don't know how much my drip system equates into the cost either over the summer for the plants. I don't know. It's not very long as far as how many times a day it goes through. So we'll see how that works out this year.
May it rain often.
Yeah, but I'm burnt out on a lot of rain. I mean, I can't have any more storms like last year. I'm done with that crap. Give me another 5 years. I need 5 years off.
After this winter, man, I am burned out on rain. I mean, I swear it's probably rained every other day. I mean, it's been insane. The other day, it rained so much, the entire driveway was flooded again.
Jeez.
And by that, I mean like a foot of water.
Yeah, so I'll pass on the rain. I mean, I need it to rain occasionally. I don't want no crap like we've had the past couple years. So no more of that stuff. Because I just wanted that in the wind. My God, I'm tired of the wind.
Yeah, it's been a really windy year.
I mean, every year, like last year, my plants, they went through hell too when I took them out. It's like they get destroyed. I'm like, hell, it's auto top. I had a plant with 15, 20 leaves on it. Old, not no more. I have like no leaves on it, just like the stalk sticking up, or whatever. And they, of course, it's regrowing leaves and stuff, but the wind blows them all off. I mean, it's like a hurricane. It's not really that bad, but I mean, it seems that way. So,
Oh yeah, I am definitely over wind until we get those like 100-degree temperatures. Then bring on the wind.
yeah.
Ah, great. Bloomberg got tons of rain all day yesterday and last night and more today. Great. That means it's coming over here.
It's headed your way.
Dag on it.
Unless that's what came my way.
I hope it skirted up that way instead of coming right across to me.
Because it just started coming in this evening.
Yeah, I am so over rain. I'm just sick of the driveway sinking like a quarter inch every time it rains.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bad enough, but then the driveway fills up with rain, and then you get jerk-offs that come over here driving into the driveway, and they drive into the yard, and, you know, now make the driveway even wider, and it starts eroding the driveway even more. Freaking insane.
I think the problem is it's not just like a passing storm that's here for an hour and then, you know, everything's clear. It's 2, 3, 4 days straight.
Yeah. I put a cover on the pool. The whole cover ripped off the pool because we got so much rain, it sunk into the pool, and now the whole cover is laying inside the pool. And that was one storm, one day. And the part that really makes me mad, like, it wouldn't be a big deal if it's like, well, okay, bro, like, maybe you should put a hole in the pool cover. I put like 17 holes in that pool cover. The amount of water weight was so much that it just collapsed that whole cover.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm definitely over the rain for a while. What do you want to rant about there, Rob?
The snow is melting so fast from the last storm that flooding is starting to occur in the lower areas. As of yesterday, the height of it was at 11 feet 2 inches. At 11 feet 8 inches, the flooding starts. They're figuring by, I think it's either Wednesday night or Thursday morning, it's going to hit about 14 feet.
Jeez.
So, well, this happens most every year. But the low-lying farmlands will be all filled with water and boat launches and that kind of stuff. But they've got enough dikes and stuff up so that houses don't get affected anymore. But all the boat launches get overflowed and stuff like that. And you get somebody every year who doesn't know what they're doing, thinks the water isn't that deep, and goes driving out into it, and their cars float away.
Oh, that happens a lot here.
Yeah, so
much that wreckers will actually offer a service where they will come to, like, your rental property, because it's usually a rental property. They'll come to your rental property, load your vehicle onto their rollback, drive through the puddles and everything, take you to high ground, and let you off, and charge you like 150, 250 bucks.
Yep.
Which sounds like a lot of money, but when you're on vacation and you got to get home, you got work on Monday kind of thing, that's really a pretty good deal when you think about the cost of your car.
Yep.
Yeah.
You hydrolock your car. That is, yeah, you need a whole new engine. You're lucky you got like $1,000 for the engine, $1,000 for the mechanic, so that's $2,000 just to put a new engine. Depends on what kind of vehicle you have. But the funny thing is, it's usually like, well, you see the people that don't really care about their cars. They're the ones that go right through the water. But you'll see all these people with like BMW and Mercedes and Porsches and Maseratis and stuff like that. Oh, they get that service. I probably should have hit it with some buckshot if I'd have caught it in time. But because the pole was shot, that tree falling into it, that killed the entire pole. Thank you, Hurricane, whatever the name it was. See? The joys of the South. Rob gets snow and flooding, and all we get is hurricanes and trees and pools.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have a hurricane. That's when we have parties. What? There's a hurricane coming? Let's go get a bunch of alcohol and act irresponsible. You know, kind of like last Friday.
We were being responsible.
Not about that. Not really here.
We were all drinking in the privacy of our own homes.
I was going to say, it was all within the confines of your own home.
We were not going anywhere. We were not doing anything other than going to bed after the call.
No,
We
I don't
were
mean
very responsible.
I don't mean anything like that. I mean like a tree could fall on your house. So you got to have like a little bit of responsibility to, you know, operate a chainsaw or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, but we weren't sitting through a storm last night or Friday night either. We were being responsible.
Oh yeah, no, Friday was
awesome. I was somewhere else. I've been getting tips and tricks from Derek. So this is actually a green screen behind me, and this just looks like my house.
That's so possible.
Oh, it is, but it's not true though. I was at my.
That would actually be pretty funny. Like do like a live, but like being on the road or something, and just have the background of your house in the background. No, burglars, don't rob my house. I am at home.
Yeah. Just where you're at, wherever you're at, Rev, you got to make sure you have a brown couch because you got to blend.
Yep, and bring this picture with me.
Yeah. Well, you can have that on the background. But you do have to have the brown chair because you won't blend right.
The funny thing is, my actual chair is brown too.
I know it is.
No, not the couch I'm in. The chair that I usually sit in, it's brown too.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 5 minutes to, and I'm about done for the evening. What about the rest of you guys?
Yep.
Oh no, I'm just getting started.
I only got to 5 o'clock, so only 6 hours away.
Yeah, I think we should call it a night. And who wants to start the outros?
I'm Charles Space P. You can catch me here Monday, Wednesday, except this Friday, but normally on Fridays. Maybe here later this Friday. PLC, I'm on there regularly on Google Plus. Charles Space P. I still have a couple of sauces available, just the Orange Bucking Baja and the Strawberry Fury. There's a couple bottles left. So if you're interested, just message me on Hangouts. And I guess I'll see you Wednesday on here, and we'll see what we can get into then.
And if you order any of those, I suggest ordering both and combining them, because that is really good. It's like really hot fruit punch.
Nice. We ain't got a whole. Oh, you go ahead, Charles. Go ahead, Rob.
Oh, okay. Rob Space Z, ROBB Space Z, of course. Most of y'all know that already, is my YouTube and Google Plus and Hangouts name. And do weird videos. unusual videos, maybe. But yeah, you can go check it out. Also have Yankee Ace 50 as my Minecraft channel on YouTube and on Twitch. You can go and check those out. Julian has come and watched my streams and chatted with me during it before, and I thought he had a good time. So yeah, why don't you check it out? And okay, I'm done.
Well, we ain't got a whole lot going on our side right now other than prepping for the season. So, still got the Laquesta brand blend for sale. Just getting prepped for the growing season here. Was up at the church plot, getting that worked up and ready to go. Did some things around the house. Actually, we'll have a video coming out next Monday, so it'll be kind of just as long as freaking Movie Maker will splice it together. We'll have that up Monday showing kind of what we did yesterday and today in little clippets throughout. But other than that, just freaking waiting for Mother Nature to get her head out of the clouds.
Hey, good luck with Movie Maker working like it's supposed to.
This is the first time I've had a problem. It's loading extremely slow, but there's like 8 clips or 7 clips, something like that. And they're all like 1.5 to 2.5 minutes long, snippets that I did showing updates or whatever, everything we were doing. Putting it all together, the sound is completely ahead of the video. The video is lagging, and the sound is way ahead. And then when I went up to check it earlier, it was at 18% after an hour. And I'm like, so I sat there for a good 5 minutes. It never moved. So I clicked it off. I said, screw that. I'm done. I'll deal with it some other time.
Did you check for available hard drive space on your computer? That what you're getting is a sign of it running out of hard drive space, because it needs the size of the file doubled in order to take and make the page file that it can take and use to take it and convert it over when you go to save it. So it needs to double the space of the file that you're doing. If it's taking a long time for it to load, that's another sign that you're running out of hard drive space.
Well, it loaded to the computer, no problem.
Right, but when Movie Maker, when you took it, did you put all the clips onto the right-hand side all at one time or one at a time?
One at a time.
Did you wait for each one of them to load in before adding the next one in?
I'm guessing no.
Okay, that's the next thing that you need to do. Movie Maker is not designed for large files. They're basically a children's video editor.
Right.
When you move a file on, it'll have a ghosted out clock on it as it's loading it. Lower left-hand side of the screen will say that it's loading in such and such. Add one part in, let it load each part at each time. That could take care of the issue too.
Okay.
Because you might be trying to load way too much for the computer to do, and so let it load each one at a time.
Okay.
I use Movie Maker at the shop for my shop videos.
So if I run into a problem, expect your phone to ring.
Go for it.
Because I usually try to release them next Monday.
Or you could check out openshot.org. They have a movie editor. That's what I've been using. But apparently when you have a video longer than 42 minutes, it won't let you edit past the 42-minute mark. I don't know what the heck's up. I got to stop making 50-minute videos.
Well, mine, I edited a 3.5 hour long live stream replay with no issues.
I tried twice with mine and it wasn't letting me do it, so that's why my video today came out the way it did, where I have the little click at the very end of the button where I'm smacking the camera.
Yeah.
That I hate. But that's especially when you're taking just clips of what you, and you're just like, you take one clip and you trim off the little tiny bit of the beginning and a little bit of the, end, add that as a clip, and then take another one, trim a little bit off the front and the back, and then add that one to the other clip, if you're doing that kind of thing, because that's the only kind of editing I do, it works great.
So that's all I do. I just put them together so they can all make one. I mean, it was only 14 minutes worth.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've done an 18-minute video on there. I mean, it took a while, but it loaded. This one, just for some reason, with all them different clips, like Rob was saying, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, with Movie Maker, I used to use that to edit out all of my ums and, stuff like that I was in there. Or like I would pause for like, 10 seconds between talking about plants or whatever. I would edit all that stuff out, and Movie Maker crashed on me so many times. I mean, to the point where I looked for anything that I was about to buy something. And when it comes to computers, I don't like to buy anything. Because you can get anything you want for free on the internet. But
OpenShot has a little bit of a learning curve to it. But if you can run Movie Maker, you can run OpenShot with just minimal thinking about it.
Yeah, and it's crashed on me, I think, 3 times in the last 3 years. Something like that, where Movie Maker would crash on me 3 times in a night. But, I mean, and in the last 3 years, I probably made 400 videos, maybe 500, something like that. Quite a bit. But it seems to work pretty good. So there you go. Free tip Friday on a Monday night. Now Tuesday here.
All right, Rev, your outro.
I don't need a dang outro. Everybody knows where I'm at. You see my stuff. I got stuff. It's here. You're already here, so you know. So go buy Charles's sauce over at the Pepper Lovers Marketplace. Go buy some La Cuesta, or buy both of Charles's sauces over on the Pepper Lovers Marketplace, and go buy the La Cuesta over at Dave's. Hit them up on Hangouts or whatever, and Facebook, Google Plus, all that fun stuff. And we'll catch y'all Wednesday. Or maybe a 50-minute video tomorrow or something. I don't know.
Or maybe an hour.
Yeah, maybe I'll just shoot for an hour and see if I can break my video editing software.
Pretty sure you could sneak 10 minutes in there somehow.
Don't leave all the ums in and all the clicks in, and
Yeah.
get up and walk around, and yeah.
All I needed was 10 minutes and 6 seconds, and I could have had an hour-long video.
Well, my video that I posted this morning, or one of them, was 5 hours and like 3 minutes long.
I personally like long videos, so that's what I look for when I'm watching videos. So I figured, what the heck, let's just make long videos. So
Yeah.
that's what I do now.
If you want to make it, if you ever have another video like similar to what you had today, long video, you need to water your plants, mix up the master blend in the video. That'll give you your 10 minutes.
Good point. That'll give me another 20 minutes.
Whatever it is, there you go.
And then give it a shake.
Oh, gee.
That looked very weird and awkward, but you understand what I'm. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that'll be great. All right, that was it. We were live. You were here. It was awesome. Now we're not live, so catch y'all on Wednesday. See y'all
Later, bye.
Say it.